Hey now, what's going on, everybody? It's the Ooh Ladies First Panel. We are back for another show. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come in to let everybody know that we are live, honey, and we're about to get into the things. Okay, so make sure y'all like the video. Let us know that y'all came in. Make sure you following everybody on the panel. Okay, if you are a fan of the Ooh Ladies First Panel, then you need to be following all of us. Okay, no excuses. Anyway, ladies, are we ready?
We're ready.
We're
We
ready.
ready.
All
We're
right.
ready. What's up,
Hi.
y'all?
Hey,
What's going on?
I was back here. Oh my gosh, I missed y'all too. This week has just been, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then, they act like they want to have tornadoes down here in Texas today.
Child.
So I feel like that's another reason why I'm just like, ugh. But I was laughing because everybody shook talking about we early.
Because we didn't wait until like damn, we was late for us, but
What? They
we
said
glad
on
y'all thought we was
time
early.
today. They said my bitch is early.
Listen,
Hilarious.
y'all know we be, and it's so funny. We had to hop on early today, girl. Okay, listen, I'm still here. Okay, listen. Shout out to Tisha Campbell. Okay, hey Jamie, I ain't seen you in so long. Oh my God,
I
I don't know why.
know.
She been
Uh,
posting. Where y'all been?
Right.
Okay. Listen,
Hilarious.
the thing. Okay, Death Orange Tornado Watch. Come on, haircuts. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Bobbing. The way I'm excited to finally catch y'all live. Greetings from DMV.
Oh,
Listen,
that's what's
the girls,
up.
the girls are eating up Jamie.
Thank
Okay, they are
you.
slurring. They love it.
Yes.
Okay, yes,
I
eat
just
it
did
up.
something different. I woke up one morning this week. I was like, actually, so let me tell y'all know Soraya that played on Empire? She has her
Yes.
hair
Her
cut like
short
this.
cut.
And I have been
Tiana.
in love with it. And I wanted to do it last year, but I was like, I don't want to cut my hair. But then I just popped up like this week. My mom's in town. And I was like, I want my hair cut, And I was like, I want it dyed too. And then I was like, what? Do I really want it? So I talked to my fiance. He was like, man, do that shit. Like, whatever you want. I like when he hyped me up. I just be needing the like extra reassurance. And so
Yes.
I was like, Mama, you'll cut my hair, please. She was like, you sure? You sure? I was like, yeah, I want it like this. And she was like, okay. So she
It
chopped it
looked
up.
good. It looked
It's
silky.
cute. It's so
Thank
cute.
you. Thank you.
Girl,
Thank
give it
you.
up for the mamas that do hair. Okay,
Right?
listen. Okay.
And look, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Mama, have you done this before? My mama been doing hair for years. I'm like, have you done this before? She was like, she had to call me by my real name. Like, girl, sit your ass down.
Okay, the
Okay.
whole name, the government.
That's so funny. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate everybody for joining us this evening. Okay, what are y'all drinking on? Okay, because I'm doing a cab. Well, this is a red blend. This is
I
girl.
just finished
I shouldn't
my
even
Right,
have
cup of
this.
right.
water, but I need some wine really bad. I
Well,
might have to call
I
in
need
my
some
Uber
water.
Eats, aka Ted, to come deliver my wine.
okay.
Not AKA
let me
Ted.
let me get Uber Eats. Let me put in my order real quick.
Hilarious. I'm
Yes,
drinking
Lord.
this Coke that I shouldn't be, but
Sometimes you need a
I
Coke.
got this Coke. I know, right?
Sometimes you really need a Coke.
A little
I'm sorry.
caffeine.
Yes, it is. But sometimes, you just
Yes.
you need the. I know. I get that feeling sometimes. Not all the time, because like I refuse to buy like Coke products or sodas. I don't keep sodas
Right.
in the house. But
Me
y'all,
neither.
we goes up for the kombucha. That's our replacement.
I need to get into that. It tastes
Oh
like
yeah,
maybe you get used to it, but it's like so sour.
tastes like
I
apple
like
cider vinegar.
sour. Yeah, I like sour. So it works
Mm,
for me. Lyric didn't like it at first, but now he does. So I think it is like something that you might like catch a taste for depending on which one you drink.
I like the pink
mm.
lady.
What flavor? Pink lady?
Or pink
Pink
apple,
Lady.
whatever it
Oh, pink
is.
Yeah,
apple.
it's good. I
hmm
know which one you're talking about. That's a different brand, but this is the GTS brand Synergy,
Okay.
and this is watermelon. This is a watermelon wonder. It's good. It tastes like watermelon. But my favorite is strawberry Serenity. Like
That sounds
It
good.
do.
it's ridiculous.
Sound like a alcoholic beverage.
Girl, you can put it with an alcoholic beverage if you decide to. Okay, but yes, okay.
Mm.
Somebody said I'm kind of getting used to the kombucha. Kombucha is everything. Okay, chia kombucha is
I'm
so
gonna
good.
get me some tomorrow then.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
do the
try
chia
it.
seeds, but yeah, You should try it. But with that being said, we have a lot of looks to get through because it was the Oscars. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Listen, girls, I was on go when it came to the looks. Okay. I was saving photos and posts left and right, girl. And I didn't know a lot of the people that whose like looks I really like. So I had to go ahead and put all of the names in here because I ain't got time to be confused about nothing. Okay. So right here we have Halle Berry, Salma Hayek, and Anna de Armas. Okay, who played she played Blind in this what is it, the movie Blind that's about Marilyn Monroe. She did a really good job. I thought her dress was so beautiful on the red carpet because I was watching the pre-show on video. I'm not exactly sure what the theme was, but I saw a lot of like layers, like big gowns or things that were floral or shiny, shimmery, a lot of shimmery. The Vanity Fair thing was like see-through and shimmery. Like it was a lot going on all over the place. So I wasn't sure what the theme was, girl. But I thought all three of these looks were mwah, chef's kiss. I was here for each and every one of these looks. The only thing I didn't like was I felt like Anna de Armas could have did something better with her hair. Like they liked the fact that she was giving like, basic bitch by the hair, but I didn't prefer it. I wish she would have done something, maybe a blunt cut like that would have hit her shoulders.
Yeah, that would have been fire.
Something, but this, no, I wasn't a fan of the hair, but the dress was everything. I think Salma Hayek looks amazing head to toe. I do, sometimes I feel a way about dresses being so long on short women specifically. So I wish they would have maybe like cut this dress a little shorter because of her height, but I love that color. I love the shiny material. I love her hair, little crimp. And Halle was giving everything for me. Like it's giving old Hollywood. I love the leg. I love the way the dress is made. The flowers are actually a really beautiful accent to make this not look so like, regular. And I like the hair. It's giving old Hollywood. What do y'all think?
I looked up the theme. The theme was old Hollywood with a modern twist. So Halle Berry basically did that.
She did.
Selma, I think looks amazing. I love everything about the look. Her hair is giving casual, but the wave I think is what sets it off. And I think that what's her name, Ana de Armas. Okay, yeah. That's where I think she should have took note to do something with the hair. Maybe not the waviness because it would have looked odd with the texture at the bottom of the dress. But ultimately, I think all the dresses look really, really good. The ladies look good. The hair could have gave a little bit more on Ana de Armas, but they all look good. I have nothing bad to say, and I do have to call out Halle Berry's leg because it's giving.
Come on, youth. Ana de Armas. I hope I said her name right. For me, I really like the dress. It's not so much as the hair, and I hope this don't sound bad, but I think she really could have just used a tan. In all honesty, I feel like she's blending more with the dress. I feel like
I
if
knew
she
you
would
was gonna
just,
say that.
yeah, just like a little
Yeah,
tan.
you're not wrong.
Okay, you just a little tan, but that dress is super super cute. I think it looks really good on her. I think all of them look good. I like what Selma has on. I think she looks really nice, and I feel like I don't really see this color. It's giving like metallic, but I don't really see this color. It's always like a gold or something. But
Right.
this is very very cute. She looks so cute. And I love Halle Berry's look. I love everything about it except I did question the hair. I was like, was it not finished or was she expecting it to be like, how they have waves all the way down, just like, like actually down the hair. I mean, the hair was different for me. But ultimately, I think that she looked gorgeous. And her dress, the way she kind of threw up the sides, you know how when you have a dress with pockets and you want everybody to know you got pockets?
Yes.
That's what it's giving. Like, look at what my dress can do. It can flow too. Like, it's cute. She look good. They all
Halle
did really good.
Berry,
They
Halle Berry.
did.
Hey,
Okay.
Halle Berry.
Hey,
She
listen.
walking like a model.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my second round of looks, but this is like some of my faves. I ain't gonna lie. Michelle Williams, Haley Bailey, and Cara Delevingne. Okay, first of all, Cara,
Why the
Cara
only Michelle
Delevingne.
Williams I know is from Destiny's Child?
I know,
Period.
I know, I know, I know, y'all. But when I saw this, I had to like post this one because I thought the dress was interesting, but she looks so angelic in it. And I think that was the point. It's absolutely old Hollywood with the sheer and the what is that like embroidery child? I can't even figure out I can't even figure out what that is on the dress, but I love it. It really looked good, especially with her hair and her makeup. It gave white lady old Hollywood, and I loved it. I love Haley Bailey because this dress is giving everything. I love the bodice underneath and you being able to see through. It was definitely giving old Hollywood with a little bit of edge. Okay. And also I love the fact that she like bling blow, like she killing with the solitaire diamond on the necklace. Ignorant. And my favorite is Cara Delevingne. I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw this on a red carpet, I was just like, bitch. Like I love the way she stands in it. Like they were doing this super cute thing on a red carpet where it was almost like a what you call them? Like instead of a picture or instead of a monitor, it was like a see-through like glass board or something like that. And they would just put the person up so it gave like a 3D effect. I guess like what do they call it? What they do to Tupac and all of them?
Oh, the hologram.
Yes, it was given hologram. That's what it was given. And when I saw her, I was just like, damn, I would wear
In
that
the
shit.
pocket. Leg
Yes,
and pocket.
girl, you know the pocket. You know the pocket. Oh my God.
Mhm.
The split, the shoes, yeah, the hair being pulled back as to not distract from the dress. Oh my God. Like sickening.
Yeah. She literally looked like it's so funny. So I feel like a lot of black girls, I had a Barbie china cabinet where we would do the collector's ones, but my mama was like very specific. We only bought the black ones. But I feel like if she saw the Barbie doll that looked like Kara, she would have let me buy that one. Because
Yes.
that's how good she looked. Like, damn,
For
that's a
sure.
nice dress. She would have been like, yeah, we got to get that one. I think
Yes.
she's giving Barbie everything about the look is amazing. The weight of the dress, the shape of it, the leg, the heels with the platform, the jewelry around her neck is giving rich.
Yes. Money.
It's giving real rich. Halle Bailey, she looked good. I think she's giving her very best like princess. I do just maybe I think that's the angle of the picture where you can't see like the volume on the bottom of the dress, but I do wish it had a little bit more volume and maybe it's just the angle. And then for Michelle Williams, she do look like an angel, but I don't know. It's kind of odd to me. It's kind of odd to me. It's weird. I might be tripping in kind of like a scary way. Like
No,
if
she
you
looks
woke
scary.
up, I
She
think
looks
so.
scary.
Like if you woke up and saw her standing at the side of your bed with her arms like that, you think you was getting ready to go up to the gates.
Oh my
Like
God, bro.
it's kind of scary. She's a beautiful woman though, but
Hilarious.
I don't know. I'm not rocking with that look.
Hilarious. Cara came and snapped. I have to say, when Bondy popped that up, I was like, "Ooh, girl, she snapped from the neck, girl. The hair slicked back, because with this type of dress, you don't need to give too much hair, right? They got it right. They got it, and the color is so pretty. I love this color. She just did a good job. Like everything is great. Good job. I like Holly Bailey's a lot. I like that color is so pretty on her. And I like how she still kind of gives a little bit of sexy see through, but then also still giving like the innocent girl at the same time with the flow of the dress. So I think she looks really nice. But I might have to agree with Necey on this with Miss Michelle, honey. It's going to be a no for me. I don't really like anything about this attire and that blonde hair. Maybe she could have try a different style. Maybe she should have got the finger waves or something. But yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to some of the men. Here we have Michael B. Jordan, Lenny Kravitz, and Jay Ellis, whose jacket is textured, and I thought it was actually very nice. I liked it. Um, I think Jay Ellis looks really great. I think Lenny Kravitz looks good for how Lenny Kravitz is supposed to look. Like Lenny Kravitz doesn't wear suits. Lenny Kravitz likes to show his beads, his rosaries. He likes to like show his chest. I feel like he look good though. Like I like it. Like I'm not turned off by it in the least. It's giving genie in a lamp. You're gonna grant a wish for me. And Michael B. Jordan looks fan fucking tastic. This suit fits him perfectly. I can't say it enough. I love the brooch on his lapel. Like it definitely classed up the suit. But what makes it even more perfect is the fit. Like the fit of this suit is just amazing. Love it.
Yeah, I think that the style of that jacket is just so different with how it crosses. So that's very unique. I have to agree. Michael B looks really good. When it comes to Lenny, you're right. It's on brand, as Necey says. When it comes to
Mhm.
Lenny, it is expected at this point. When it comes to Jay Ellis, of course, the attire is simple with the tux. But what's throwing me off a little bit is the goatee. I'm not used to it. I'm trying to get used to it.
Mhm.
It's it's making him look older.
Yeah.
And I often see him as younger. So it's like, I mean, maybe he booked an older role or something, but I don't like that. Oh,
Yeah.
outfit's cute. I guess.
I agree 100%. I don't like the goatee. It's giving. I don't know. I don't like it. He looked like something, like a finger.
I just gonna say a thumb.
Like some type of finger. I don't like it.
Oh my god.
I'm not feeling it. But yeah, other than that, I think the suit is fine. I'll just say fine. Lenny Kravitz is real, real good. I do like the open chest. I like the pointed toe. I love the look. It's a nice soft texture on that jumpsuit there. And then I think Michael B. Jordan look good as he always do. That's a pretty nice suit. He looking good like you always do.
As you always do. All right, y'all. Next set of men, Austin Butler, who I actually just watched the movie last night, the Elvis movie. He did really good in that movie. But I thought he was sexy as hell. It was giving
Yes.
like early 90s Brad Pitt feels for me. So I was here for Austin Butler's sexy stuff. And The Rock, honestly, I felt like The Rock should have worn a different jacket, even though it looked good on the red carpet, but I was just like, no, somebody needs to help him do better next time. I don't like Nate's hair. I don't like his facial hair, but I love how he looks in the suit.
First of all, let's talk about Austin Butler and how fine he is. I first saw him on Angela Bassett's page yesterday. I think it was. She posted a picture with him sitting next to her at the Oscars, and I was like, God damn, his fine. Like he's fine. Like his face is
He
beautiful.
giving Chad Michael Murray.
I'm like, why ain't nobody ever tell me Austin look this good? Like Austin got it. He got it going on. He looks real good. He knew his pose. His pose is a bit different. Hand in a pocket. We see what you're doing there. He looks nice. I must say, I like The Rock's suit jacket. I like it. Speaking of different, like kind of like Michael B. It's just like he ain't want to come ordinary like everybody else in the all black. And I'm like, this looks nice, especially with somebody with his muscular body fitting in that compliments him, in my opinion. Nate, everything is wrong, dear heart. It's the hair, it's the mustache, it is the jacket. The jacket don't even seem like it fits you that well. I don't know what Nate got going on, but I don't like it.
He wasn't ready.
Are those
That's what he looked
braids?
like.
Yes,
Are
those
those
are
braids?
braids.
Oh no,
Those are
ma'am.
braids.
It do
Honestly,
look all
I
right.
liked how the Rock's jacket looked before I saw it right here, and then I saw the creases in the arms like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of was like, damn, I wish he would have went with something that didn't look so tight on his muscle, like on his like build. But because that's what in this moment I was like, damn, if he would have had on white, this would have looked way better. So I guess that's where my mind went. I don't hate it, but I just kind of was like, when I saw it up close, I was like, he could have did better than that. He's filthy.
Yeah, white would have looked better. I do think I like the color, but I do think that white would have looked better. It's giving Easter. Um,
Yeah, we close to it, but not close enough.
hey, you gonna spend that much money? You gotta reuse it. He gotta reuse it so you can walk into the church on Sunday.
Okay.
Nate Barker, to me, I think he just, I don't know. Maybe it was the pose, but it is a lot of wrinkles in the arms, like it just wasn't fit the best. And even in the pants, I don't think he was ready. Um, and then for Austin Butler, I said, like, I feel like he's trying to give Chad Michael Murray. I don't think that he's as fine as, I think that he's as fine as y'all do. I think he's a decent looking man. I think he's a little skinny. And I think another reason why it's holding me back from looking like, okay, Austin Butler, oh my gosh, he looks so good, is because this man, like, stopped talking to his family for 2 years so he could take this Elvis role and really tap into that character development. So now that I look at him, and the fact that he's still doing interviews almost sounding like Elvis is like, I can't really look at him without thinking about Elvis.
Yeah,
It
some
made me
people
look
get
at
trapped
Elvis
in them roles and
differently.
don't know how to didn't somebody say they had to go to therapy? It was an actor that had to go to
Oh
therapy to
yeah,
release his
Heath
character.
Ledger.
That rest his soul.
it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
character acting is
Yeah.
so hard. I let me tell you though, when I was because I watched the movie last night, I feel like as good as it was, I feel like they were moving too fast through it. Like
Oh,
almost
Elvis.
yes. I was like, wait, we already here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of feel like they made it seem like he wasn't as big as he was. Like, I don't know if it was just me when I watched the movie, but I don't know. Like, for me, when I was growing up, Elvis was huge, like, huge still in the 90s. He was still huge. And
In
I
the 90s. When did he die?
in the 70s. He died in 1977. And when
Mm.
I when we came around in the 90s, they were still making like pop culture references to him all over the place. The Las Vegas situation. I've seen movies where they've replayed his movies and done like his dance sequences inside those movies. So like I grew up seeing a lot of his content even much after he was dead. So when I watched this movie, I feel like they made it seem as if he wasn't as big as he actually was. And I almost feel like Tom Hanks's character eclipsed Elvis's character, like Austin's character in
Mm.
some ways, even though Austin was acting his ass off. So like he was that boy for sure. But it absolutely felt like Tom Hanks's role in the movie overshadowed Elvis's actual story. And that annoyed me.
Mm.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all should watch it though if y'all get a chance to.
I
Elvis the
started
Thief.
it.
Oh, you
No,
did?
this
Yeah.
absolutely makes you view him still as a thief, but not in the way that you think. You know, like, yes, he was absolutely going to listen to black people sing and taking their songs and going to the studio and recording them. He was absolutely
Yes,
doing that.
I did hear
But didn't they
that.
make it seem like he was a token white boy, like at the beginning when he was a kid? Is that what I was saying? Because I started it and I fell asleep.
I don't know if he was a
I
token
wouldn't be
white boy, but
surprised.
I know he always liked to be around black people. Like he grew up
Yes.
being on Bill Street. So
Didn't he
he would
steal from Little Richard or something like that?
yes, absolutely. They had a part in the movie where he goes to see Little Richard perform. And he was like, "Oh, it would be great if I performed Tutti Frutti." And he was like, and
Child.
BB King tells him, "Well, you'll make a hell of a lot more money than he'll make on the song."
Mm.
So like he would literally go down there to the clubs, but he frequented there before he got big. Before he got big, he would just go to the black clubs and hang out and enjoy the music. He liked being around them. And when he got big, it was because he sounded and looked like a black, man performed. I mean, not to us, but to them,
Right.
he gave that off, and because they was like, nah, we can't work with him. And then they found out he was white. and then they loved him. But he still got them white girls too hot in the puss, and those men did not like that.
Was he
Um,
truly white or was he passing?
oh no, he was white.
Oh, okay.
He was white.
It's
He came from
given.
yeah. It was also given his mom had some weird like relationship with him. Like she would get jealous
Ew.
about the women he was in relationships with,
What?
call him, you gonna have women in your room and all this. Is like he's a grown man at this point. You have a whole husband. And she basically drank herself to death because he was out on the road and all of those women, she would be calling him, asking him what he was doing. Like she was his woman instead of being like his mom. So they tapped on it, but to me, it felt like something was like really amiss in that relationship. And
Mm.
they had his wife, and y'all know that was a statutory situation.
Wasn't she like? I might be tripping,
like
but wasn't she
14.
like
Yeah,
his third
Priscilla
or fourth
Presley.
cousin?
The one that just passed away?
Yes.
Jeez,
They were
Louise.
14 when they got married, and she looks really young in the movie. He had just come back from service. That's what they say. Something about it make me feel like, was he really in the service? Or did y'all just fly him out of the country with a suit on and fly him back in with one on and make it look like he was so you can clean up his image? Because him gyrating his pelvis really had the white men upset. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good though. It was a good movie. But let's get back to the looks because there are a few more. Okay. So Jonathan Majors, Terrence J, and Brian Tyree Henry. I'ma just tell y'all, I only like Terrence J's suit. Everybody else is energy alone. Like Jonathan Major's suit looks like something from a play set in the 20s. Okay, the tie being, loose around the neck, kind of looking slightly disheveled, but yet still very clean and dapper. Yeah, he's giving into that whole I look like an old school nigga that's gonna fuck you in
Oh God.
a hot cabin
I
while
keep hearing
yeah.
Django.
Yes, that's what it's giving.
Mm.
It's absolutely giving that vibe. So I feel like for me, I don't like the way the suit looks on him, but his energy is everything. Terrence J, don't like his energy, think the suit is beautiful. I love the jacket. Yeah, love it. And Brian Tyree, baby, no. Just if you know, just know. But I also really love your energy. So at the end of the day, more power to you because I really am a fan. But
No, baby.
I
Is that what
thought
you
you was gonna
saying?
say something profound after that.
just
But it
no,
was a
baby.
hard no.
But I'm laughing so hard because I was gonna say that I actually liked his suit better than everybody else's.
Girl.
Tickle.
I like Brian's suit. It's
Just
different.
alright.
I just hate the damn whole bottom half. Like
Yeah,
the
I don't like the
chains
fit.
that's looking like what's that store that used to be in the mall? The
Hot
Gothic
topic.
Hot Topic,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
The chains is giving Hot Topic. But I like the whole top of the suit. I think it actually would have looked better if he just took the chains off. And then Terrence J, I think that Terrence J to me just looks like he's hosting. Like the suit isn't giving anything. He literally looks like he's there to host something because he always hosting. He always booked and busy.
It's the way his
And
hands are folded. He about to
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
does,
Like he about to
all
present the
right.
next award.
Low key, it's like I'm not really feeling it. And then for Jonathan Majors, y'all, I have seen too many pictures of him this week with his lips pursed together like that and his eyebrows raised. And I think it's wearing off from me. I'm not saying that like because his lips are pursed is feminine because that's not what I'm getting towards. It's like I think he knows everybody thinks he's fine.
It's giving, I know, yeah, it's giving manipulation. Like I told y'all about that
Yes.
interview that him and Michael B. Jordan did together. Like they know they're on it, they got it, and so they do
Right.
things. Yeah,
It's given it very much that, he knows that everybody thinks he's fine. So for that
That's why he
reason,
wore
like,
the suit.
I ain't really feeling it no more. I'm out. I'm out.
Tell
About
me
to
the
leave.
tie don't look like he can't wait to pull it off so he can fuck you. Like the tie look like it's waiting for him to pull it so he can fuck you. Y'all know
To
that moment,
me,
right?
To me, I feel like it's giving rebel. It's giving alt black boy. It's giving. I'm not the regular. I do like the white women. I know everybody likes me. I don't know. It's just me. It's not him. It's me. It's not him. But I'm getting off the bus at this point. So that's my style.
He can manipulate me.
Lorene.
Oh no, he's still fine. Like we'll still let him, what I'm saying, roundabout. But it's given, because like as I'm looking at him, he's going to pull that tie out of, what I'm saying, out of the knot in a way that gives, come get this dick. Like that's what it's giving. That's why it's loose around the neck, because it's supposed to give, I'm 2 seconds from taking this shit off. Okay. That's what it's supposed to.
I don't know. I wish it was. I think I'm used to seeing Silver Ray Jonathan, and it ain't giving Silver Ray Jonathan. It's giving Mary Poppins extra.
He should have wore a light tan suit. No, a light gray or like a lighter color suit. Then it would have been a little bit more Jim Crow for everybody. Let's move on.
I was wondering about that with the Jonathan, because I felt like he did that a lot in the movie Creed. He would perch his lips up like that, I feel. So I'm like, are you stuck with that? Or, what's really going on? Do you think that's your look? What's happening? But it's the posture for me. Definitely not the suit. The suit does not necessarily look like it came straight from, I guess, the cleaners being pressed. Definitely looked like you were rushing to get to the awards because you were late. But posture is giving for sure. I don't know why Terrence J looks like a stick figure. Like, I don't know.
Yes, girl.
A stick figure,
so
like a
Jay.
Scarecrow or something.
It do look like a stick figure, like the ones you used to draw in your books when you was in second grade.
Yes.
The circle and the lines.
Yes. And I'm like, the jacket is that veil? And I'm not even trying to be funny, but it does look like it's velvet. And I like that. I think that I don't know if the whole suit is, but that jacket is really nice. I mean, he's a handsome man, but this is the usual from Terrence J.
He looks like clean T.I.
A clean T.I. Girl, he looks like a skinny Mr. Potato Head. I mean, he could slide. Brian Tyree, I'm with Bondy. Like, no, baby. Like, I want to like the jacket, but I just it's the undershirt, and then it goes down. Like, I just girls just know.
He could do. You know what it is? They're all scared of wearing baggier pants, and I feel like if he would have had on like those 1920 big leg slack pants with the pleats and had the chains with that, and then this was a vest instead of just the shirt and the jacket, but it was a vest instead, I feel like it might have gave like a different vibe.
A bigger fool is what I think.
Both Jonathan,
a bigger fool,
and Brian is giving. Tonight will be the night that will fall for you.
Y'all, Brian Tyree looked like a heavier set Jason Weaver.
Oh
wow, you're right.
Going to Kansas City. Kansas City. I'm sorry. Remember when he did a Michael Jackson? He was singing that shit so hard. All right, I'm gonna let it go. All right, y'all. Are we done with them?
Yeah.
We got a few. We have like at least 10 more.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. And this is what we have to talk about Angela Bassett. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the looks, and then we're gonna get into her losing to Miss Jamie Lee Curtis here. Okay, because I have some opinions, and we'll talk. Okay, but looks. First of all, when I first saw Angela Bassett on a red carpet, I was like, stunning, A+, want it, did it. I'm so here for the fool in love, soft curl hair. Like, y'all, my favorite sew-in was when my hair was like that length, and I would wear like this very like soft curl type of look back in the day. Oh, girl, I love it. I love the color on her. I love the fits. It's giving everything that it's supposed to be gave. Okay. Looking at Lady Gaga, I feel like even though it's weird, I like it. Like, I don't know why, but to me, for the goth old Hollywood look that she's giving with the dark eye makeup and the very pale skin and that like sharp red lip, this dress goes with that. Like the lines of it, her body in it. I like the way the skirt is lower. So yes, it's giving old Hollywood, but with the edge, I feel like she fit the, the theme perfectly. So I kind of liked her look. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, I wouldn't have wore it, but I like it. And then with Jamie Lee Curtis, I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis looks like the mother of the bride. And she could have done better than this.
Yeah, I feel like Jamie Lee on brand for herself. Jamie said, "Girl, y'all not finna have me step out. Like, girl, I'm just gonna slide, go get my little piece of award, honey, and go home." I thought she looked nice. Angela ate all the girls up. I don't think I
She
saw a
did.
person at the award show that looked better than my aunt, Angela
Facts.
Bassett. First of all, I had to zoom in on her head, and I said, "Bitch, I don't know who the fuck did this lace, but they did you down, girl. You look amazing, 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 just beautiful." Lady Gaga looked good though. Lady Gaga, I think it's the hair. I think it's the dark eye makeup and the dark hair. Because I feel like I've been seeing her in blonde. So I'm like, she looks nice. Because her whole face is done. Like it's giving, her hair is giving. Her outfit doesn't even look bad at all. It could have been worse. I think she looks nice.
It could have been worse.
Activia.
I think Jamie Lee Curtis looked good. Only because, like, I feel like she really tried to go against her usual grain by adding a corset to that dress. The corset ribbed lining. I just wish that it actually cinched, so
Yeah.
it
I
would
wish
actually
she
be
would have
giving
actually went
corset.
there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really. I like the dress. I like the white and the silver with the white hair. I think she looks good. But like y'all said, nobody looked
I
better than
did not
Angela
mean to do
Bassett.
that.
What?
Girl, I'm in the chat and I'm trying to scroll. And I timed somebody out. I'm so sorry. I did not. I was trying to tap
300
off of
seconds.
it. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
I don't even see it. Okay.
But yeah, Angela Bassett looked good. And then Lady Gaga, I feel like she's not giving Lady Gaga, she giving Stephanie.
Yes, it's giving stuff.
But I will say she kind of looks like she goes with that Michelle Williams girl that we was talking about. So I ain't gonna lie. If either two of these was standing by your bed and you woke up,
Scary.
I'd be shook.
Y'all, I'ma say, now that I'm looking at Jamie Lee Curtis, I would really have liked to see her like just balls to the wall. First of all, give me a full sleeve, like do a corset and like with this same skirt, but I would have wanted no arms and I would have wanted no top. Like just give me a bustier lot and give me the skirt. And I feel like she really could have pulled that off. I think older women should be a little bit more brave with the way that they dress because you don't always have to look like somebody's mother of the bride. This is the fucking Oscars and you won. Like you could have came in here and gave us a little cleavage. You know what I'm saying? But she did what she do and she blended in. So that's that. Now the edge. Okay, coming through with the edge is Denai Guerrera, who I always say her name wrong. Denai Guerrera, whatever girl. We love you. I thought she looked amazing. I loved her hair because I liked that she was talking about how it was um in I guess remembrance of the black women in Africa that carry a lot on their heads with perfect posture. So that was the point of her hairstyle, and I really appreciated that. I love the dress, the form of it, her arms, her shoulder, like the décolletage. Okay, the shoulder blades, all of it. I'm living for it. I wish they would have done a little bit more with her makeup because I feel like it's too much of a natural look for this type of avant-garde look. But she looks amazing nonetheless. Rihanna, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Rihanna looks amazing in everything, but I didn't like this. It looked better from the side, but it was something about it that I was just like, this looks so uncomfortable. Like every time I looked at it, I was just like, I feel like this looks so uncomfortable. But she still looks cute. Like she looks cute. She did the thing. Um, with Janelle has been stepping out of her box and she's been in her fashion bag lately. However, I don't know how I feel about the midsection of this dress. I love her makeup, I love her hair, even the choker with the bustier. I think is beautiful. I even think that color, like that orange color, is beautiful on her skin. But I don't know how I feel about the shape of the dress and how disjointed it looks. But she still looks amazing. Y'all go ahead.
I think what's her name? Danae, the first lady with the thing on her head with the
Girl, I'm
crown.
not sure. We're just gonna say the name.
Danae. Okay. I think she looks like a queen. I think she looks really, really nice. I also feel like this is likely on brand for her as well. Very beautiful. And first of all, she fit. And I just be wanting people's like workout and meal plans. But anyway, um, Rihanna, you look cute, girl. I guess for just the Oscars, I was expecting a different hairstyle for the
Mm-hmm.
Oscars, but I guess hey, you can do what you want, girl. Okay. Janelle looks beautiful. I actually love the whole dress. I think orange looks great on her. And that's one of the I actually like the mid section and how the dress is shaped because or the skirt part because it was different than what we typically see. So I thought she looked beautiful.
Yeah. Um. Okay. The chat confirmed it to Deny. I love Deny's hair. I like the red lip. I like the bottom of the dress. I don't like the top piece that is up to her collarbone. I feel like it comes out oddly. Like it's I don't know. I don't care for the top part, but I love her hair in the bottom part of the dress and her arms. Rihanna, I thought Rihanna's dress was beautiful. I like the colors, and I saw that it was like even more brown, like a chocolate in other photos. So I really liked it. But I'm with y'all on like the hairstyle. I thought it would be a different hairstyle for the Oscars, but she cute. And then Janelle Monáe looks amazing. I haven't seen her not look good in so long. I seen somebody say somebody said Janelle Monáe ain't been one to play with ever since she stopped dressing like Monopoly Man. And they weren't lying. Because that's exactly how she used to dress in the damn suit
Hilarious.
and tie all the time.
She did.
Um,
She
so
did.
I'm here for it. I like the cut of the dress and I like how her body is just natural. Like you can see the curves even in the midsection. Like she look good. The breasts look good. The color of the dress on her body looks good. I love everything about it.
The face for me. Jeez. She's giving the stare. Okay, and for the last look of the actual Oscars, we have Tim's, Ashley Graham, and Ariana DeBose. Now, for me, I felt like Tim's was breathtaking. Like Tim's don't ever need to be around me in person, cause yeah, I'm here for it, all of it. She's giving Keisha from Belly from back in the day, and that just does something for me. But like the dress, they were complaining about her, you know, sitting in front of somebody and blocking their view. Nobody cares. This look is what mattered. This is the Oscars, and she looked amazing, head to toe. Love the shoes, love the dress, love how beautiful she looks. Everything. Ashley Graham, for me, this was a no. This was a no for me. And honestly, it's just because I feel like again with the disjointedness, the neck and then the midriff being tied, like that, and then no, it's just doing too much for me, and I don't really like it. Ariana DeBose, another one who's doing too much, but I actually like this though. Like I'm not even gonna front on y'all. I thought she looked really good. I like
Cause she do.
she do. Okay, listen, run
Ariana looks good. That dress is so
it.
different. I like that. It's so many different layers and different things going on with the dress, but it all complements each other. Sometimes it just don't. It's like, girl, what you got going on? But every piece of the dress complements each other, and I really like it. She looks beautiful. I like the short hair. I think she looks great, and she didn't like put no earrings on. It looks like or nothing dangling because she didn't really need that with all the extraness going on with the dress. So very pretty. What's this lady? Ashley Graham. It's giving MTV awards. It's not really giving Oscars, but I guess you wanted to show people that you got longer sleeves on your thing. So that's cute. No, though. I don't really like it. Tim's look beautiful. Tim's actually, I think that's a good reference, Bondy, who she also reminds me of in all honesty is Megan. Megan Thee Stallion. I could see them
Mm,
being like
yes.
relatives or something. So I wonder if they're gonna do some music together because I don't know if they have. But anyway, she looked beautiful, and it was hilarious to see that white person or Asian person behind her trying to peek around, trying to see.
Yes.
I was like, "Ooh, baby." Meanwhile, she's sitting up there unbothered and not concerned. Hilarious. Go ahead, mama.
Okay. So before we get into Vanity Fair
I didn't
looks,
get to go.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going.
That's all
Go
right.
ahead.
Um, I didn't care for Ariana's look at all.
Ooh,
I feel
Mm,
like the dress is wearing her. I don't feel
mm.
like her hair is complimenting the dress, makeup complimenting the dress, shoes ain't complimenting the dress, but the dress look good. Ashley Graham is giving elevated swimsuit cover up.
Yes.
Like if she was to
Yes.
take the sleeves off, it was like go ahead and hop in the water.
Yes, you're right.
Um,
Oh, I didn't even see it like that. Damn.
yeah, and then Tim's looks beautiful. I agree with y'all. Even the arch in her damn foot look good. You see that
Yes.
sticking out?
Yes,
She
I
look
do.
good.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So now that we did that, girl, I want to go back to Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis and talk about how Angela did not win the award, and people were trying to police her facial expressions, which I kind of was annoyed with. But I
Mm-hmm.
went and watched the movie that Jamie Lee Curtis got her supporting actress Oscar for.
Mm-hmm.
You did watch it.
I did,
Oh,
and I thought
perfect.
it was amazing. Everything, everywhere, all at once was spectacular. And okay, so just for a short premise, it's about a woman, an Asian lady. She's an immigrant. She owns this laundromat with her husband, and they have to do the taxes. Jamie Lee Curtis is the tax preparer and also an alien trying to kill her. And some like it's like a whole bunch of different
Oh.
universes. What it's called is like they explained it like it's the multiverse, right? Every
Mm-hmm.
person has a whole bunch of different timelines going on at the same time. And her husband had the ability to pop in and out of his storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
So he popped into their storyline while they're doing the whole tax situation and tells her, the fate of the existence is in your hands. We need you, the whole thing. And so basically, there is a bad guy played by Michelle Sue. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But Michelle's character to me should have won. Michelle should have won. The daughter should have won the best supporting actress
That's what I
role,
Was she
heard.
not
nominated?
Jamie.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was.
Mm-hmm.
I saw. Okay. That's what I kept hearing. A lot of people were saying that.
Because it was basically about this woman trying to save her daughter. Like her daughter is a lesbian and her daughter wants to come out, but the mom is too scared to admit this to the grandfather, that type of situation. And so the timeline is her daughter ends up being the big bad, right? But her daughter has caught up to all of her timelines and had this mass evolvement where she has learned everything. I'm sorry, it's not Michelle, it's Stephanie. Thank y'all. I was about to pull it up. Thank you. Stephanie Sue. I'm
Okay.
about to put the picture up because I didn't get a picture for it, but I wanted to show everybody, like, the movie cover of the characters. But so basically, she has to go through all of these different lifetimes and you learn something from every lifetime. So by the time you evolve, you've learned something from every lifetime. And finally, when you get to your ultimate evolvement, it's because you've learned something in every life that you can go back and like take from.
Mm.
So that's basically what she does in order to fight off her daughter's character. There are
I
moments
may
where
watch
her
this.
daughter like doesn't know that she's the other person, and then she'll clock in and she does know she's the other person. But the whole thing is her fighting for her daughter.
Where did
And
you watch it on?
I watched it on Showtime
Everything.
on demand because it's on Showtime.
Okay.
So Showtime on demand. But see, the husband over here, he won Best Actor. He absolutely should have. There was a moment in the movie, y'all. So they have all these different timelines where if they had decided to not stay together when they were very young, they would have had different lives. And one of the lives was the main character, the woman here, becomes like an actress.
Mm-hmm.
And she fights and does all kind of like karate and stuff in movies and does body doubles and all of this type of stuff. And he, when he became a rich man some type of way, and they meet each other in this alleyway, and he tells her, in another life, I would have been perfectly happy to work at a laundromat and do taxes every day with you. And when I tell you I burst into tears, girl, like it was everything, you guys. It was a really good movie.
Mm.
So if y'all get a chance to watch it, do. It's very deep. So like keep your mind open about it because it can get a little wonky. But Jamie Lee character had a relationship with this woman in an alternate like timeline. In several different timelines, she's different characters. But in one, they're actually in a relationship. They're in a lesbian relationship and they have hot dog fingers and it's a whole situation. So
Mm.
y'all have to watch it to get it. But ultimately, Jamie's character, Jamie had to do a lot of different characters in this movie, but it wasn't the same to me as Angela Bassett having to be the mother figure in a franchise when the lead of the franchise dies in the movie and in real life, and you have to then
Mm-hmm.
put that performance on screen. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-mm-mm.
Even
Mhm.
while you're feeling that in real life and keep that together. And she was the lead of that movie in some respects. As much as the daughter took up as the new T'Challa, or whatever you want to call it, the new Black Panther, whatever. Um, Angela Bassett still was like one of the main people in this movie. So the fact that she didn't win over Jamie, I feel like was nepotism. If anybody should have won against Angela, it should have been Stephanie.
Yeah, I could see that too. I would think that
Oh,
Black Panther was a bigger film than
Hot dog
Everything All at
fingers.
Once, right?
Oh, I thought
I
it was
meant
called hot
best
dog
supporting
fingers.
actor, y'all. I'm
Not
sorry.
Hot Dog
Brendan Fraser
Fingers.
won best actor. My bad. I said it wrong. I meant that the man in this movie won best supporting actor and he deserved it. That was my bad. But yeah, sorry. Wanted to correct that. Go ahead, y'all.
It's Niecy calling the show Hot Dog Fingers. It's
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was hot dog fingers. That's all
everything,
I kept saying.
everything, everywhere, all at once.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the name of it. But I would think that Black Panther is a bigger film than that. But I just want to say that I was a bit conflicted, right? Because I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis is a great actress as well, and she's been around for a long time. This was her first Oscar as well, so I kind of felt like, dang, a little bad to say she shouldn't have gotten it. She didn't deserve it after all of the work that she put in, and I'm sure it's been filmed, so she should have been awarded an Oscar for, just like Angela should have got one for What's Love Got to Do with It, and prior. But I will say this: I think Angela is entitled to feel however the fuck she wants to feel. People acting like she ran up on the stage and slapped the shit out of Jamie, like Will did Chris Rock. She didn't. She
Right.
just merely kind of froze a little bit and made a face
Right.
like like
It's
y'all
hurt.
don't know what was going through that lady head. She probably was like, "Dang, I was hoping I had that one." But her husband's disgust on his face, baby. She didn't need to
No,
make a
that was it for
face.
me.
Right? He made it
It
for her.
I got
it
y'all. I'm
made
about to
me
pull it
feel
up.
like she was upset about it. Made me feel like she knew something that we didn't know, that like
Mm.
made her clearly upset. Like, to me, I don't I feel like it's like, look at her husband. Do you see the disgust on his face?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they know something that like the public doesn't know. So I feel for her. I really do. But I don't want to put it or pit like Jamie Lee Curtis versus Angela Bassett against each other, because Jamie Lee Curtis the same thing, right? But I do think Angela Bassett deserves to get it, but I don't know. I think it's a difficult thing. Like I said, let me correct myself. I ain't seen the movie. So I was hoping for Angela Bassett to get it because, of course, I'm biased when it comes to that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm with Jamie on this one. I think she's entitled to feel any way that she wants to. But the look on his face like makes me uneasy. Like they know something isn't right,
Mm-hmm.
because I've never seen nobody have like that much shock when losing. So something about this is not right, and I don't know what it is. And I guess we're gonna find out in the memoir in 10 years.
Mm. I guess
Oh, I
so.
spelled Haley Bailey name wrong. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't be knowing all the time. Forgive me. It was 5011 pictures. I had the title. So let's move on, you guys, to Vanity Fair looks, which were some of my
Mm.
faves. Okay. So we have Sabrina Elba here. Y'all know this is Idris Elba's wife. We have Jordy Turner Smith from Queen and Slim. Okay, other things, but yes. And we have our girl Megan Thee Stallion that came out for the first time since her trial situation with Tory Lanez. So I'm gonna say that I love all three of these looks. I love all of them. I love Sabrina's look for the bodice and the way it flows on her body, how shiny it is. For Jordy, I love how it's given like what do I want to call it? Like old school, like vampire, dark. You know what I'm saying? Like dark but shiny. Like I don't even know how to describe it, but the goth, like the glam goth of it all is what it's giving. Glam goth. I love it. And Meg also giving to me some glam goth, but with the like big curly hair. And I love the hair choice because, girl, if there's anything I love, is big hair on Black women. So I'm here for it all. I love the shape on her body. Meg definitely showed out.
I first of all, I just need everybody to take a second and get into the poses because everybody gave something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. Like, what's the first lady's name? Sabrina
Yes.
BIT. The
Yes.
dress is working for me. She
Mhm.
looks beautiful. All of them do. Jordy, this outfit, like, I feel like if she had a different pose, I'd probably be like, oh, it's all right. But it's the pose that just makes it like pop that much more. I think she looks beautiful. I actually love seeing her on any red carpet with her white man because she just be like stealing. Like it don't matter who else on the red carpet. It's like everybody's attention goes to her. Like she's so freaking pretty to me. I think Megan looks good. I'm just stuck on her body. I'm like, Megan, what you been
Yes.
doing? Like, give me the meal plan.
Shit, what resort I need to go to and dip off for 6
Look,
months?
on God,
Shit.
she look good.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sabrina looked real nice, delicate. She looks like a ballerina, will you say? Like she looked real nice. The shape of the dress is everything, the slick back hair, the natural face is giving like effortless in the face, but the dress is doing everything else. Jodie Turner Smith, I think it looks really good. It's kind of giving Grace Jones esque because you see like
I
the
can see
power
that.
shoulders with the pose, but still a little feminine with the cut of the breast and the waistline. I love it, and I like the windows in the dress. It kind of remind me of those like glass window designs that they used to have back in the day. Very much old like Hollywood. I like it a lot. And then Meg Thee Stallion, I was shook like. I love everything about Meg's look. And like y'all, we have been doing the panel for 3 years now, or how long? I don't know how long it's been, just about 2.5, something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we review a bunch of Megan's looks, and we always say, like, dang, she just need the right person or this or that. And like I just felt so happy because I feel like Meg just looks at peace and like finally y'all are dressing her like in a way that suits her. And like she looks so pretty and her hair is just giving like natural beauty, and to see that be the way that she shows up and everybody like is in awe, man, that just made me so happy.
I love it. Me too. Next set of looks. Okay. We have Cardi B, Sierra, and Lori Harvey. Y'all, let me tell y'all right now, Lori Harvey's outfit, like I'll wear. Like I want it. Like I love it. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. I love the jacket. I love the fit of the pant. I love the belt. I love the necklace she has perfectly placed in between her boobs. Her eye makeup adding to like, the glam of the look. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Sierra, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like Sierra's look. I don't like the wig. The wig looks a little bit cheap to me. Like it's too tight on her head. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the dress because I feel like it's not flattering to her figure.
Mm.
Outside of that, I still think her body looks amazing because not everybody can wear this. And I feel like CC from the back, like this look from the back is where it really was at. But the
Damn.
front, I didn't really like it like that. But we can't give you a picture of the back of the dress and not the front. So I'm gonna go find a picture of the back while the rest of the ladies are talking. Cardi B. like it's giving old Hollywood, absolutely, but it's just we've seen Cardi do better. So this is just kind of like mediocre in comparison to some of the wows that I've gotten from Cardi. So it was kind of like, girl, we didn't know if we was gonna go, but we decided to go ahead and pull something from the closet and go ahead and go to the Vanity Fair party. That's what it's giving to me. But go ahead.
It's giving classy. These is red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. I actually like Cardi B's look. I think what I like the most actually is the short hair, and then I guess this is a veil or scarf or whatever she got around her face. I'm liking that. I think that could have made the whole outfit for me. So I really like that. Nice color. Lori Harvey. This is interesting because we never really see her in anything like this. I feel like she really stepped out of her box and I feel her comfort zone to, put this on. I love this jacket. It's so freaking dope. I'm not crazy about the pants. They look like they could have been ironed a bit more, but that jacket is everything. And I wonder if that belt is attached to it or if that's a whole nother or is that a belt or is that a part of the jacket or is it like a belt? But either way, I like the top. Makeup is always giving. The outfits, if it weren't for the jacket, really it's the pants is throwing it off a little bit for me. So I mean, I'll say it's all right. Sierra, I hate your wig. Because you're so freaking gorgeous to me. And the wig is not complimentary. And it's you having all of your body being exposed, but had the audacity to put on gloves for me. So I feel like you could have just took the gloves off. Since you took everything else off, and it would have been fine. You're still beautiful though. I can't say that I don't know how I feel about the look. It's not that I don't like it, nor that I do like it, but I do wish you did not have those gloves on because I feel like it's a bit distracting.
Yeah. Cardi B, I like her fit. We were seeing her when she was going to trial, and the BBL, the waist to ass ratio was just insane in some of them other outfits. But I feel like here, like she looks like a work of art. It looks good.
It's
It's not
hiding.
giving. Yes. It's something about the weight on the dress in certain areas where it just looks like it's proportionate. She looked good though. And Sierra, it's giving Ashley Darby. Because this is definitely something that Ashley Darby would do. I have to agree with what Jami said. Why the gloves? And I'm not mad that she decided to wear it because I know people are talking about, mad that Sierra is showing herself the same way that was mad about Steph Curry wife wanting to be sexy. But anyway, I'm not feeling Sierra's look just because I think it all looks a mess. Now I'm trying to challenge myself and ask myself if I seen Rihanna wearing this, would I feel the same way? And low key, I think I would. I don't like the fit. I think that this see-through look could have been done in a better way. And this just wasn't a way. And the wig do look too big for her head. Now Lori Harvey, I don't like the fit. I like the jacket on its own. I like the pants on its own. But she looks so little. Like the whole fit is just eating her up. And I don't know. I just think that she could have done better. But, she wants to go against the grain and I respect her for it. But something ain't right with that for me.
Okay, so before we move on, I wanted to go ahead and talk about Sierra's look because y'all lost y'all damn minds. Okay, I hate to cover you up, Necey, but I had just
Oh,
pulled
that
it
looked
in.
good.
I wanted y'all to see the bag because this is what was like for me. I was just like, damn, that bitch body look good. Hate the
Don't
wig,
it?
but her body looked amazing. And
She
everybody was
should have just
saying,
walked down the carpet backwards.
okay, listen, they say she embarrassed her husband, but he didn't look embarrassed because he was there with her. And I just
Period.
think it's real weird when so many people are like, oh, because you're a wife, you shouldn't dress a certain way. I'm sorry, not Rihanna, I'm reading comments. Sierra does not work at the government building. Like Sierra doesn't work down to the Piggly Wiggly. Sierra doesn't work down to the church. Sierra may be a Christian woman, but ain't nobody in the Bible says you can't wear clothes we can see your body. Ain't nobody in the Bible say that. So when y'all go find that verse, come look for me. But ain't nobody ever said that. That's what y'all assume, because all of this comes from a puritanical mindset that the body is shameful and people should be ashamed of their bodies. And I feel like if you don't look this good, then you should be ashamed of your body. But if you look this good and you feel
You
good
said you
about your
should.
body, no, because I
If
mean,
you
that's
talking
on
shit.
you. You know, like, that's on you, girl. That's on you. Like, I'm gonna
should
keep
be
it a
ashamed.
buck. Because at the end of the day, bitch, like, I'm on my way to this type of tightness. I ain't there yet, but if I ever want to walk around like this, I will. And what?
Mhm.
And it's because I'm confident enough to do so, not because everybody is going to have sex with me. And that's another thing I didn't like that I saw in these
Right.
comments. Y'all feeling like because Ciara is dressed like this translates to her being open to anybody that will have her. No, 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 no,
Yes.
no. Y'all are very confused. First of all, there's security. This is the Vanity Fair party for the Oscars, baby. This ain't
Mhm.
everybody, okay? Her husband was there with her. They walked out of the door hand in hand together. They were at this party together. So for me, if he didn't feel a way about it, I don't know why y'all feel a way about it. And to assume how he feels about his wife, I just think it's very weird.
I
It
hate
is.
that so many people judge Sierra when it was like 4 or 5 other women with a similar outfit on. But y'all
Mm.
picked Sierra out of the bunch to try and drag. It's so funny. One minute y'all out here policing black women's emotions, and then now y'all over here policing what the fuck they should wear.
We can't do nothing.
Mhm.
Get it together. Now I'm also hearing that Sierra got paid to wear that outfit. Now I don't know. But I don't think mama's gonna turn down a check. But at the same time, I understand if she don't need it because of who her man is and what they got going on. But ultimately, I think a lot of times people try to put their standard off on other folks, and those people are doing what works for them. And if her husband saw no issue with it enough to accompany her on the red carpet, then go for it. I thought she looked beautiful. He probably was like, "Hey, you got it, flaunt it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm proud to have you as mine. Ain't nobody finna touch you. Like, we good. Let's keep it
Listen,
moving." She's a model now. You know what I'm saying? It's hey.
and
She
let me say
really
this.
she not doing nothing too different than what a lot of models would do on the red carpet. But because it's Sierra, I don't know why they critique her so hard.
Because
It's
she
because
black.
people be looking for an opportunity to make to go up against like a good relationship, because you know they like to call Russell lame, and you
Corny.
Because he's
know,
Yeah.
respectful.
yeah.
Because he's good to his woman.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, we
And
just
her
wanted to
child.
show y'all, right, and her child, that the baby daddy ain't there for like that. But look, she wasn't the only one. Nobody is talking about this trash, but Sierra should excuse sexiness because she's married. I mean,
Mm.
they talked about Rose McGowan back in the day, but there were other people on the red carpet
Is
that
that
had
the same
sheer
dress?
dresses
Oh,
on.
I thought it was the
It's
same
very
dress.
similar.
She don't even
Yeah.
have that on in the back. This other white lady from a
Yeah,
while, like she don't even got nothing covering her. She
this
just
was like
open back
the
there.
1999 or something like that, when Rose
Mm-hmm.
McGowan was still with Marilyn Manson. I remember this look because it was a huge deal
Oh
back in the
my
day when she
gosh.
wore this.
I was thinking about Charles Manson when you said
No.
that. I said, what?
Slick. That'd be the
Child.
first thought, and then you'd
That's
be like,
me.
"Oh, right
This is
afterwards."
serial killer true crime love.
Okay.
What?
But yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, like, women should be able to dress however they want to dress. That doesn't mean that people get to touch them. It doesn't mean that they're sluts and
Right.
all of this stuff that y'all project onto them. And if
Agreed.
she is a married woman and her husband didn't have any issue with her coming out looking like this, I mean, geez, I don't know why he would. My gosh, but y'all be weird about it. Doesn't matter. She wore it. He was there. They still together. And she had a little clapback to y'all where, she
Mm.
had on. Yeah, y'all want to see the clapback, girl?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Let me see. I don't know if I could actually play the sound because you know how they be on here. But where is it at? Here it goes. Let me see.
I did not know that.
Okay, hold up. Pause. Share the screen. Okay.
All covered up.
Yeah. Y'all happy now?
Mm.
All right, Sierra, looking up for the second row here.
It's her putting a bad wig back on, bitch. I'm
For
sorry.
real.
Jamie, I was
Yeah.
That
about to
bitch
say
even
that.
covered her eyes up. Since this what y'all want, I'm gonna cover everything, including my eyes on you hoes.
I
Girl,
said the wig's still there though.
Right. covering everything else though. Okay. Y'all happy
Ooh.
now? This make everybody feel comfortable. Now y'all don't know that she got an ass and titties under the dress.
That is y'all like y'all be trolling this woman every other one. Last
Yeah, they
what?
do.
Last month it was the fact that she had that song and people felt like she found her Russell. Stop
Oh
putting
yeah.
certain independent
You
women
can't be
music out or
independent.
something.
Yeah, and married at the same time. Yeah, you
Right.
can. Yeah, you can.
Right,
It
shit. Sometimes
literally
you be wanting
means
to sing some city girl shit. Whole time be married. Whole time be like,
okay,
babe, what you
Hear
want to
me?
eat?
Okay.
right.
What you want to eat?
So what? And but another thing is that outside, I mean, city girl shit is city girl shit. But you could be an independent woman and be married. This just means that you're
Yeah.
not broke on your own. That's all that means. That's all that means is I have my money too. He has his money and we have our money, but I have money too. Y'all don't want women to be independent because y'all want them to be with men because they have to be with men. So whenever there's
Mm.
somebody like Sierra that makes her own money, that's beautiful, that just does her own thing, but her man loves her, y'all get mad about that because y'all don't want women to be able to live like that. Y'all don't want them to have good husbands that treat them well, that let them be them. Y'all don't want that.
Facts.
That's bad for the brand for men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Meech, where's my husband? Bitch, when you said city girl, when you
girl,
said
don't
city
What she
start.
girls,
like?
all I can think
Ty,
about is Meech, where's
you
my
you
husband?
you
Don't
drunk and
start
you
because I
forgot the
don't have.
code. You forgot the code to get us to the house. Ty, I want whoever did this to pay.
To
I
pay.
want whoever did this to pay.
To pay.
Girl, it was so bad.
Why?
Jamie, I was
Tell
like,
why.
Jamie, I was so mad. I was like, bitch, y'all could have had Jamie audition for this role. And she like,
High
Period.
key, yeah,
okay,
you'd have been way better.
I
you would
would
have
have
been
been
way
in that
better.
You would have ate it
Meech,
up.
where's
I would have
my
actually believed, the singer.
Okay. Okay, so we have more looks because this is
Mm.
a look special. Okay, this is what we doing,
I
girl.
haven't seen these at all.
Listen, I had something for y'all that y'all hadn't seen. So this is Saweetie, Tiffany Haddish, and Janelle Monáe. Baby, when I tell you, if Janelle Monáe didn't give at the Oscars, she gave at the Vanity Fair party. Because, bitch, this is a look for me. Okay, I'm here for it from the headpiece down to the skirt. Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish has been like really stepping her look game up recently. I actually like this. I like the dress. I like the shoe. I like the hair. She looks amazing. Saweetie look real cute, girl. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't wear this, but she still look cute. It definitely looked like I have like a McDonald's, meal. That's what it looked like. But
Mm.
it's cute though. What y'all think?
I think she looks good when it comes to Sweetie. I mean, very unique. I think she looks pretty. Like the slick back, nice earrings. Makeup is definitely beautiful. I like this. I don't know what I was expecting from Sweetie, but that's girl, yes. I didn't even know there was Sweetie for a second. She looked good. Tiffany Haddish came in and did what she needed to do. That blonde hair definitely complements that dress. And I just like the way that dress, sits on her. Now, I will say, Tiffany, you tried to do it with the leg out. And it lets me know that you don't stick your leg out enough because the leg ain't hitting how it really should hit. But I see what you were trying to do. But the dress made up for it. It is beautiful. Janelle Monáe has been eating and she's going to continue to eat. Simply beautiful. And she also saying we're going to get into that waistline, period.
Okay.
Look
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah, I love Tiffany Haddish look. She look real good. I like the gold in the dress with the blonde hair. I think she looks pretty. Janelle Monáe, yeah, she looks amazing. The waist looks good. The cut of the dress where you can see the hips. That hip, she looks good. And then Sweetie, I don't like Sweetie's look. I don't like Sweetie's look at all. I don't know how to explain it. I like
It
the
looked like
bottom
somebody
and
made it for the prom. That's what it
It
is.
looked like it could fit
yes.
on Cardi though. It looked like it probably was supposed to go to Cardi, but Cardi said, "I'm gonna take the red one. You can get her the green one."
I don't even
So
feel
I
like
see
Cardi
what you
would do
mean.
this no more. Like
You don't
maybe
think so?
old Cardi.
Mm-mm.
Cardi don't dress like this no more. This is giving up and coming designer. The bottom and the top look good separately, but it's just something about it that I'm not really feeling. Once again, the comment, why?
Mm.
Both of
I'm
them.
trying to digest all Necey said about Saweetie. I'm like,
Listen, nigga say Janelle ate up all the McDonald's meal and didn't leave nothing on the plate.
mm.
Listen, these were like, yeah. Y'all good? Y'all done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Okay. So then we have MJ Rodriguez, Yara Shahidi, and Quinta Brunson. And I'm going to just tell y'all, I don't like any of these dresses.
Mm.
Go ahead.
I want to like MJ a bit. It's giving Pink Dungeon just a little bit. Something about the straps and things at the very top. So I want to say that about her. Yara, why the did you do that? Girl, go get your grandma back her cut up damn red cup. Plastic cup is what it's giving. Like it went through a shredder. I'm so
Sounds like
upset.
Project Runway. Your task
Yes.
is the solo cup.
Correct. There we go. That right there needs a fucking solo cup. Okay, make it
Terrible.
work. And that's what she failed at. Quinta, your hair is so pretty. Your makeup is beautiful.
Yes.
I don't like this dress. Like I want to like it, but I can't. I don't like the print. I think the style is cute, but this print, I don't like that.
I like Quinta's dress a lot. I saw it on Instagram. I don't
Well,
know.
let
I
me go to
love it.
Instagram.
I really love her dress. I like the boom floral of it. I like the one shoulder thing. I wish that peekaboo breast thing was gonna be white instead of black, but I loved it. I'm not here for Yara's look, and I'm not here for MJ's look. Both of these are big time no's to me, and it sucks because it seemed like an event where people really came stepping, and for you to come to the event and not really get to step like that, like damn, I hate that for you.
Now, when you say Quinta and you go to that second photo on her page or whatever photo with the pink background, oh, the dress is popping. But in that setting on the red carpet, no, ma'am. But the dress is actually pretty as fuck.
Yeah, I love it. I like the texture on it. Like the flowers are textured. Like you see how much detail it is in
Yeah.
that dress.
Yeah,
That
no,
dress
it's
is-
definitely something that would have looked better worn at a regular event.
What do you mean by regular?
Nah, worn at a photo
No.
shoot, just like she got it. Don't wear
Yeah,
that
like a
nowhere.
photo shoot or
Oh, you
just
don't think you hit
something
on the
different
carpet?
than, yeah, not the red carpet. Because it's beautiful, but I feel like for the red carpet, she needed something that was gonna look good on the red
Can you go
carpet.
back to that picture? I want to see if she had a train.
Yeah.
I
hold
feel like
up.
the train would have.
Oh,
It
she
wasn't a
ain't got
train,
one.
right?
No,
Okay.
it was all the way down, girl.
I like it.
Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then moving on, Chloe Haley, Tessa Thompson, and Naomi Campbell. I love Haley's dress. I think Chloe's dress is okay, just not my favorite, especially standing next to Haley with this type of like the bustiquela, the way the ruching is around the breast. Just the dress looks magical. Like the dress looks fucking magical that Haley has on. So I'm all here for Haley's look. Tessa Thompson, I thought this was interesting, but I don't like the fit. I don't like her hair either. Naomi Campbell looks a mess. Go ahead.
The Bailey sisters ate down.
Yes.
Period. They
It's just a
definitely
brunch dress.
they snapped. I wanted to like Tessa's like at first glance. I was like, ooh, I like the difference. What I don't like is the buttons at the bottom. I feel like that took away. I don't like that. I'm okay with her hair and everything else. It's just on buttons. Like I'm like, oh, okay. So that's supposed to be like a tuxedo dress in different form.
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't need the buttons for that. Naomi, I'm confused. Okay. I don't know if it's the work on the face or the work on the dress, but I'm confused.
Hallie, amazing. The shoes, the dress, the shape of the dress, the hair, amazing. I think Chloe looked good too, but it's not hitting the same. I don't know if it's. I like the shape of the dress on Chloe a lot. I like the cutout in like the arm area, but I think it's the fact that the dress is sequin for me. And I feel like she could have went harder, but they look good together. Tessa, I like Tessa's hair and her earrings and her makeup. I like the red bralette type top. I don't like the fact that this is a tuxedo dress. I don't like the the suit breast area that's hanging. I don't like that at all. But I think that the shape of the outfit, like the silhouette, would have hit if somebody just didn't come up with the idea to turn it into a damn suit. And then Naomi Campbell, I don't know what to tell y'all. I feel like she was somebody else could have done it. But even just the way she kind of just standing there, just stand still, is just giving awkward. And I don't like it.
I don't like it either. We have 2 more looks to get through. I will hope you guys would be enjoying the show. It's like 1,100 of y'all in here. If y'all wouldn't mind, Thank you, Urel, for the super chat. Women being independent, even in marriage, is a must. It hurts my heart when a woman in a marriage doesn't have her own. If you depend on your husband and he leaves you, then what do you have? Leave Sierra alone. I know that's right. Okay, you have nothing. Okay, because these niggas is petty when y'all get divorces and they don't even want to be giving y'all half of what y'all actually own together. They don't even want to give you that. Okay. So, shout out to Sierra, girl. Don't be out here depending on these men for their money. Don't do that. That's a mistake. Listen to us. But moving on, 2 more sets of looks. This is one of the sets, okay? And this is Miguel Offset and Childish Gambino. I don't like Miguel's look. I think that Offset looks good without the shoes and the face mask, but it's giving Kanye. I'm gonna leave him alone. He looks good. I want Childish Gambino's suit. Like, I want to wear it.
Right. I could definitely see
that would be cute.
A woman wearing a suit.
That would be so cute.
I don't think it's given like that, like Lenny Kravitz that we were just seeing earlier, that it should be given. At least for me. This is what he was going for, but it's not given what it should be given for me. I don't like it. Offset, I don't like nothing about it at all. It's given why. Like, I don't know. Should he have stayed home is the way I feel about it. Like, if you're not going to show your face, like, even in a fashion type way, it's giving you kind of didn't want to be there. So you probably should have stayed home. I don't like it. And Miguel looked like an action figure. I think I like the fit. I don't like the sunglasses and the hair.
I just want to sum up all of them and just say I am confusion. I do think that Childish Gambino's outfit is better suited for a woman. But I mean,
that's not true, dear. Independent women are lonely women all by themselves. Yeah, that's not what they
diva with the diva thing. That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Offset's pants don't match. And Miguel, I know you hot. That's all I can say. It's just not.
All right. Are we done? Everybody went?
Yes.
Last set of looks. Ashley Graham.
Again?
This was the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. So everybody went home and changed clothes. For me, it's Kendall Jenner. Like, I love her dress. I feel like she don't look that good in it, but I love her dress. Vanessa Hudgens, I don't know what's going on with her hair, but it's a no. I actually like her outfit. I don't know where I will wear it. Probably not the Vanity Fair party, but I will wear it somewhere. Just
Halloween party.
Yes, a Halloween party for sure. If I was trying to give off like a twist,
Wednesday Addams or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Morticia. Or Morticia. It's definitely giving Morticia with the train. So that's what I was thinking too. Ashley Graham just wants to give y'all see-through because she can. And I guess, girl. I mean, you look
It's
good.
giving swimsuit cover up.
Yeah,
And
it's still
Again.
giving swimsuit cover up. Yeah.
the same undergarments from the first dress. She probably didn't have time to go home, so they just said, "Here, slip this, slip."
I can see that.
She wearing the same undergarments, high waisted, black panty, but it's just like I wish you would have done something different. Like if you was gonna be see through, bitch, wear a thong. Fuck it.
I
Wear
think
a
she's
thong.
working her way up to that Sierra level.
Yeah, probably.
I think she's on level 1. So
Not
I'm not
level
a
one.
fan. The attire.
Ah,
Vanessa, no. I hated it. Don't like nothing about it. And I'm really trying to understand, when did you even start going gothic? When did that happen?
And maybe
Kendall
post
Jenner?
breakup. But
Yeah.
this ain't how you show up to eat after you and Austin Butler then broke up after a 9-year relationship. You need to come a little bit harder than that.
wait a minute.
She was with
I didn't know
Austin
that.
Butler?
Yeah, she was with Austin
Elvis?
Butler. Yeah, for a long time. I think it was like 9 years. People were saying like they fell out because he was talking about like somebody told him that he should go for the Elvis role, and it was really her that encouraged him for it. And they broke up. Like, I think it's funny that they broke up as soon as he started getting like more notoriety from this movie. So yeah, they ain't together no more.
Yeah, he probably should. They probably been broke up when he took that 2-year hiatus from his family. He probably cut her ass off too. She just wasn't
I'm
hanging
about
on.
to tell you.
Yeah, they was together for 9 years.
Yikes.
2011 to 2020.
I hate that for you, girl.
That's
Ooh,
crazy.
Man, but I understand. He probably problematic now since he over there talking like Elvis and shit. But Kendall, I like your dress, Kendall. I like that. But you know what I kind of like more than your dress? The fact that you didn't go the same route as your sisters. Okay. Kendall said, I'm gonna slide out here fully natural and I'm gonna grab these breasts. I don't care what y'all talking about. It's giving all me. It's cute.
Yes, I love it.
Go ahead, Kendall.
I think Kendall look good as fuck. I love the dress. I saw the picture of the dress on the runway model, and I think it looked better on her. I just don't know why you grabbing titties, girl.
I'm trying to be different.
Yes, maybe. And honestly, I mean, where else was she gonna put her hands? She ain't really got no hips like that, so maybe that's why she didn't. I don't know. But the dress looked good. I like her hair with the dress. It's just like, girl, we see you. We ain't gotta grab the titties. And then, yeah, I already talked to y'all about Ashley Graham swimsuit cover up. Nope.
Okay, so we're moving on from these looks, but I did want to go back to the whole Sierra situation since I saw that you sent it in the chat. Okay, like this was a theme. Okay, this was a theme. This was all from the same night. Sierra was not the only one there in nothing but panties and a coverall. Okay. She wasn't the only one. So why did y'all pick her out as the one that was embarrassing somebody? She's not the only married woman in this clique either.
Nah. In a bob and gloves.
I know I hate the gloves. I hate the gloves. And then they said Beyonce just posted herself. Okay, hold up. Let me pull that up. Because I had just looked at it. She looked cute too. And she was showing y'all the see-through. Okay, hold up.
I got excited thinking it was some damn visuals.
Listen. Right?
Y'all, I know now. Megan got Beyonce meal plan.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go back to the
She said
documentary.
she called her. She said I called her on the phone to ask for tickets to the show. But yeah, I got her number. And
she said she wasn't gonna be tussling with us on Ticketmaster.
I know that's real.
Why? Why would she?
Because we had a tussle. Yeah,
okay.
Ain't no fucking way.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move on because we have some TV talk to get into. Okay, y'all. So I don't know if y'all missed it. Okay, hold up. Let me go ahead and give somebody the attention that they want. So anyway, Ready to, cause I don't like that talking about just because they all naked don't mean it's right, and it don't mean it's wrong either. Do what's right for you and mind your fucking business.
If you bad, Bill, just say that.
Okay, like
Ooh.
I don't have time for hating hoes. Okay, because happy hoes ain't hating, and hating hoes ain't happy, and it's
Jamie,
giving hating hoes. So
Jamie
you
talking
need
about.
to
Ooh.
get out my chat. Get out my chat. Okay. Because at the end of the day, people should do whatever they want to do, and you should do what you want to do. And if it's not your body, you should mind your business. So you black now. But anyway, Ready to Love. Ready to Love was on some foolishness. I don't know if y'all saw what had happened. But so y'all remember Simone, right? We were watching when Simone was on that one season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simone took this opportunity, and I'm about to pull up the audio for y'all to go at Jeffrey, because Jeffrey left a comment going in on her, and just basically the way she was calling Jeffrey to task for having children with people, not being married, the whole nine. So when Jeffrey left her comment, Simone decided to do a background check on Jeffrey.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. So
No
I'm
exes to bring on the show. What we gonna find out?
Girl, I'm about to play it for you so that y'all can hear it for yourselves.
Please
'Cause
play this.
Yes, I don't have time to relay. Let me see.
Hear from their perspective too. So here we go. We're gonna read it. I'm gonna respond to it, and Rashid, you're gonna add whatever you think, right, babe?
Yes, baby.
Okay. So, Jeffrey left the following, and I'm gonna read it in Jeffrey's voice because it's better that way.
She
Now, why
doesn't
the
do
hell you gotta do all
Jeffrey's.
that?
She doesn't do Jeffrey's voice nearly as good as I do. She forgot the whole nasal like part of this. She didn't get the vocal fry. She didn't get the fact that Jeffrey actually talks really slowly. But whatever. Do you, Simone? You gonna make somebody do it correctly.
Simone, how dare you spread false information about something you know nothing about, especially when it involves children. You should know better. But then again, degrees do not give you common sense, and she would know because she has 2 of them for the University of Phoenix. Okay. A decent woman that's a part of this franchise would have at least sent me a message directly with your questions. I could care less about the fans because they are fans. I am grateful for them, but you, oh, ma'am, first, I was married to my high school sweetheart of 12 years, and even if I wasn't, what are you even trying to say? Black men, every day they walk away from their children, married or not. Black men are despicable. She didn't add that part, but I'm reading it. If you think that being married to someone will prevent you from being abused or cheated on or walked out on because they are too weak to handle their responsibilities, then you are the one that needs therapy, ma'am. My children went through so much trauma that I won't repeat it at this moment, but in due time I will. And when I do, please don't try and apologize and create a glass eye then. Why do you think the men still, with all that you claim are baggage that I have, why do they still see me as a wife? It's because I am. Your husband seems absolutely amazing because your spirit is disgusting. And it shows. You over here trying to get views off of someone's innocent children's lives as the topic. I am so glad that I didn't walk away from my children just because I didn't have the presence of the fathers. You suck. I am the sweetest thing on earth, but you ticked me off mentioning my children week after week. Let's go. End scene.
I'm trying to figure out how the shit got started.
Yes, that's what I thought she was
Okay.
gonna say.
Well, first of all, thank you for taking the time to watch and provide this soliloquy.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, do that first. Like and subscribe.
And join our membership community if you'd like. Anyone else?
Yeah,
I'll
y'all
welcome
to join.
should subscribe
We'll
to
be
the
showing
channel.
Ready to
Y'all should do
Wed
that.
info,
Subscribe to
and
the
we're going to be
channel.
talking about more of the wedding, and you'll see some of that stuff.
Absolutely.
You may continue.
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to kind of just parse this through real quickly. Then we're going to go to, our reaction as we usually do. So the first thing that I have to address is she says that I'm spreading false information. I think the false information that she's referring to is how I specifically referenced the fact that she had all 3 of her children prior to
Why
being
she got music playing over her?
She was with she
I hate when they.
Because she's dramatic as okay.
I
But
guess
I'm
this
gonna
is
let
her
her
bringing
finish.
up the receipts. Just the
Yes,
investigative part.
yes.
That's
But I
all.
had to let her read what Jeffrey said first. And then she's about to give the receipts. This is a portion that she actually went and looked up and did a background check on Jeffrey. And now she's bringing to y'all the information she got from Jeffrey's background check in order to check her behind
Girl.
his comment.
Wow.
So let's go
She
ahead.
actually married her high school sweetheart of 12 years. So we're going to start there. First of all, that's lie number 1. You were trying to give the impression that you were married and that therefore you guys plan your pregnancies together and that this was like a long-term decision. Lie number 1. Here's why.
Whoa, you got no cards?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys. Yeah. I ran a background check. I used my software, but then I also used my investigative specialist because I was fully prepared to give an apology. But then when I realized it was full of lies, I said, well, I can't do that to the viewers. That
So
would
then
be
now
wrong.
you're in attorney mode? Is this the jury? Are you giving?
It's not a jury, but I
You can't
just
even
have to.
turn you can't even turn this off.
No,
You
I
got
can't.
no cards and did research?
I do have no cards.
This is not trial.
I do. Because I was prepared to straight up apologize if I was wrong. I thought that she had actually been married. But the truth of the matter is she wasn't. And what she's trying to imply, right, is that she was married to the guy she was with for 12 years.
Oh,
No,
she was
wasn't.
never married.
In fact, she wasn't at all. In fact, I know this because my investigator pulled it up. You were not married back in 2012, the first time the 2 of you together were evicted. And you weren't married back in 2019, the second time the 2 of you together, you and the second time that you guys were evicted. But what is true is this. You have run around trying to make it as though it's okay. And the records that we have, the records actually that were submitted to Ready to Love, mention nothing about you ever being married. When we sat down one-on-one, you never referenced being married, including you made a statement. It looks like this was an edited one, but you actually, the original statement that you left, you stated that I should have called you and spoken to you first before making any statements. That's not how this works. He and I, we don't watch the show in advance. We sit down together and we make our responses. And my response was in response to the fact that when I sat down with you, he and I, we met you on the very first day, you never referenced being married. Do you remember her referencing being married?
I don't remember.
No, she never did. However, I have heard that you have told some people after the fact that you had an annulment. Even then, if you've had an annulment from the 12-year guy, what that means, annulment means we were never married. In fact, it means you went to the court and you said, this is so insignificant, Your Honor, that we want you to annul this so that the world would know we were never actually married. So you don't get.
I understand all of that, but having a marriage annulled doesn't mean that the marriage didn't happen.
That's true. It sounds like you had to have had something on record in order for it to be annulled in the first place. It's just that it may not have reached a certain time period. So within that
they
time
weren't married
period,
for that
you
long.
have time to snatch it back.
Right. Like Kim
Exactly.
Kardashian and the Chris dude.
Right. But it doesn't mean that they did not, in fact, have their children from both of them. If they were together for 12 years.
I'm still calling bullshit though. Big bullshit. Because if you were able to get your marriage annulled, were you really a wife? Like, did you ever experience what it was to be a wife? You were a long-term girlfriend.
That's a good point.
You're not a wife. She lying. She's lying.
Like,
it depends.
Period.
We don't
but
have
she gifting children.
But you can't say somebody was never married if they got a marriage annulled. Because in fact, they
it's like,
were.
why even claim that you were married if it
I see what
sound
both
to
of
me
y'all
like
are
she was
saying.
in a
Necey's
marriage.
talking about the experience, though.
Yeah,
you
you
know
were
what I'm
never
saying?
in a marriage. Like legally, you might have.
Common
that's
law,
like somebody
possibly?
getting married. Yes, common law, which is why I think she's lying. Like you could go to Mexico, get married, come back. Well, not Mexico. You go to Vegas, get married, and then go ahead and annul it. That doesn't mean that you were in a marriage.
Somebody said they were 2L said they were married from 2017 to 2019 and they were together for 12 years.
So I wonder what happened to annul a 2-year marriage.
But either way, let's continue on.
Get to change this up now. But here's what really matters. The point of my commentary last week, and I just want to clarify, it wasn't anti-single mom. This was about a particular woman who happens to be a single mom who didn't want to take any sense of accountability for how she got there. Now, I absolutely understand and recognize that you can be in situations where men mislead us and they give us only a portion of the facts that they want us to have us then commit to either them or to starting a family. Understood. But my point was, after it happened to you the first time, that would be a time to do something a little bit different. Maybe do a deeper dive, a deeper inquiry before you have the second child. Or the third child. None of that. Now we're going to go into lie number, I think at this point we're at lie number 3. On the show, you stated that your child's father, the one you were with for 12 years, hadn't participated in your kid's life for 6 years. Again, that's a lie. Because once again, like I said, together you guys were living and you were evicted in 2012. And then you were evicted again in 2019, in Cuyahoga County, where you're from. Together that happened. But then also what's really important to note is you lied on the show. You said you were with the father of your 2-year-old. Happy birthday. Her birthday's going to be on the that's great. That you were with him for 3 years. That too was a lie. Because even if we take your I had an annulment story, that annulment would have been around 2020. Well, in 2021, you had to file a petition for paternity because the recipient of your gift didn't seem to want it very much. Now, did you?
This bitch said the recipient
That's a lie.
All
right.
Yes.
My God.
Yeah, no, she's going all the way in. And this is why I feel like it's a tad bit unwarranted. Because
shit.
essentially, like, you're doing a lot. You bringing up the daughter's birthday, then you talking about how she was evicted several times. And I'm like, so yeah, we could all agree that Jeffrey doesn't make good decisions when it comes to men. We can agree to that. But my issue comes in where she continues to talk, where she basically blames Jeffrey for being a single mother, when at the end of the day, no, it's still the man's responsibility to be there for his kids once they've been created. It doesn't really matter. Like,
this is my thing, though, Bondy. This is what I was saying last week. And it's so funny because it's funny that all this is coming out after I literally just talked to y'all about this last week. Something about Jeffrey is not making sense to me.
She's delusional.
I told y'all that from the beginning.
We've all agreed
Yes.
that she's delusional. Like,
but we had the same conversation last week, and I told y'all it was weird for you to have 2 men in your life, one for 12 years, to all of a sudden leave his kids, and then one shortly after to not, like, how you get 2 men. I'm not saying that men don't do fucked up stuff like this and that women don't get baited into, believing in. Yeah, I believe that that's a possibility. But the fact that, like, you were hiding so much with Jeffrey, to me, I feel like it's something odd. To me, I always felt like Jeffrey was the type of woman where it was like, if you don't want these kids, if you don't want me, you don't want these kids. Or it sounded like Simone's point was getting to maybe the last one or the husband before just walked out because she potentially was messing with this new dude. If that was the case, he's still wrong for that because those are his children. But why would you say he didn't see his kids for 6+ years and she just pulled receipt? Like, I just knew something about that was not right.
What part of her receipts proved that he had seen the kids, though?
She said they were living together. That's the point. They were living together and got evicted in 2019. So that means he would have at least had to see the kids 3 or 4 years ago.
True.
So she's lying about that.
I want to hear more, because my thing is this. I don't know how she goes about making this dig at Jeffrey. And my only thing is, if it was a shot at this woman being a single mom, I think that's foul, considering the fact that the nigga you engaged to, his kid, I'm sure his mama was a single mama at one point too. So I feel like that's a little bit of a dig, but I do like that she cleared it up in the beginning. Like, I wasn't making a shot at all of the women, but specifically her. So I kind of want to hear a little bit more, just a little bit to see where she going.
2022, Jeffrey filed a paternity petition to establish.
Hold up, back up.
Not established, but
That is true.
It is true. It was filed 22
sorry.
on of 2022. Jeffrey filed a paternity petition to establish paternity because he didn't sign the birth certificate.
So you get to somebody and you have to do a picture? Okay.
I'm not sure either. My point is this. Your relationship with him was so new, he didn't feel like he knew you well enough. He also knew that you were getting out of either the common law relationship or the annulment or whatever it was. But it had been less than about a year, less than 2 years. We'll say less than 2 years from you, quote unquote, ending the relationship with dad number 1 and getting with number 2, such that he didn't feel comfortable he was the dad. So you had to file the paternity petition in order to get him to, one, acknowledge paternity and then to pay child support. I'm very proud of you for getting your due. That is what you need to do. And I am so glad that you got your past child support of over $12. Well, whatever it is. The point is this. What matters is we all make mistakes, but unless and until we're at a position in our lives when we can recognize, hey, there's something that I could have done a little bit differently, we're going to continue to make the same mistakes. And go ahead, baby. And in finale, this is what I really have an issue with. I have an issue with the fact that you said, quote, Black men every day walk away from their children, married or not. What we're not going to do, what we're not going to do on my channel is make a statement like that without taking any accountability for yourself. You have chosen to start families with people who do not know you. So when they walk away, they are not necessarily walking away from your children. They very well might be walking away from you, the stranger that they do not know.
And with that, I would like to check her for that, because if she was with that man for 12 years, as you said, then he knew her and he continues to have more than one child with her. So the idea that she's having children with all of these people that she doesn't know, that doesn't line up with being with someone for 12 years and then moving on to another person.
How many kids does she have?
Three. The 2 are from the first dude, and this last one is from the most recent. And listen, y'all know that at the end of the day, like I've already said, I feel like Jeffrey is delusional. But at the end of the day, for her to sit up here and say that she didn't like the fact that Jeffrey said that, you know, Black men walk out on their children, whether they are married or not, I know that for a fact to be fucking true. Like,
yeah, I do too, but that's a blanket ass statement to make for like shit that has happened in your life. Like I feel like I agree. I think that Simone is doing a lot. I think she's doing a lot. You should have never brought up the girl's birthday. Should have never brought up the money that she got in child support. It's too much and it's not that deep. Okay. You could have just said the girl was a liar and left it at that, because it's cringy as fuck. I was excited to get the tea because I had a feeling something was wrong, but this just feels ugh. I think that that's a blanket ass statement to make, honestly, especially whenever we have speculation that Jeffrey is a liar and lies about her previous relationship. So don't make yourself a victim of a stereotype that may not apply to you. Yes. Black men do leave their children every day. White men do that shit too.
That's
so
true.
It's just like, and it's like, if that was the case and you felt so strongly about Black men doing it, why the fuck you bring your ass on a black dating show to find another Black man, and every single one you go on a date with is gonna be your husband? So I think that that's irresponsible, and that's her trying to victim bait and make herself look like a victim in the story, when the truth is we really don't know what the fuck happened.
And then I feel like, I mean, I'm just still stuck on that gift part, because I'm like, don't get up there and be doing that talking about how men lead their kids all the time, but you want to sit up there making yourself seem whatever to somebody else by saying you gifted a child to these people. Like that don't make no damn sense. I'm not gonna sit up there and say I gifted my child to niggas that left me. Like, wait, are you dumb?
I'm never gonna say that. That sounds crazy.
I don't know.
Stephanie Ray, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. They were both on the lease. That doesn't prove that they were actually living together at the time. And also, I want to tell y'all, Jeffrey did a live later on and discussed that the first situation was in a abusive situation. Mm-hmm. So when she got out of that situation, that was like a running from the dude type of situation.
The first situation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're saying.
That was an abusive relationship.
That adds up.
Yeah. But still, like, I'ma say, like, I still feel like she delusional. Like, the first thing she said, you go on a date with a nigga, he make you a plate of food and you so excited, you're talking about, hey, marry me. Like, calm down, okay? Time out, you know. So I agree with you on that. I just kind of feel like she could be all of that, but at the end of the day, I have an issue with the way a lot of men still go out here, have unprotected sex, and create children with people that they don't know either. But at the end of the day, it's only the woman's fault that we had a child that you didn't want, when she's the one that's actually responsible for the children regardless. So like for me, I feel like, because I was having this conversation, like responsibility versus accountability. You want women to be accountable for being trash, liars, whatever. Cool. You want them to admit something to you. That's fine. But when we're talking about responsibility for children that you create, at the end of the day, this relationship shit can be whatever it is. But there are so many men that happily back out of being responsible for children when they're no longer with the woman, simply because it's easier for them to do that. So for me, I'm like, I still feel like Jeffrey's point was valid that, yeah, okay, I could have made bad decisions in men. But at the end of the day, if these men were decent men at all, why would they have unprotected sex with me if they didn't know me? And why would they still not be there for the children that they've created after the fact? Because we can all have these conversations about choosing better. But once the children are here, the children are here. So now what are you going to do? And the mother usually takes responsibility for the child. So for me, that's where my thought process comes in with this. But again, yeah, we all
I think you are 100% right. The only reason why I'm hesitant is because we don't actually know if those men decided to walk out of the kids' lives. That's the only reason why I'm like, I don't know. Like, that might be your story, but it might not be your story either.
So what's the alternative?
Alternative to what?
Alternative is her not allowing them to see her kids.
Is that something you can do and still ask for child support?
Absolutely. Now, if he wants to see his kids, then he needs to go to court and fight to make sure that he gets the visitation to be able to see those children.
And
but
they don't never want to do that.
correct.
They don't never want to do that.
And
they
don't like to deal with the courts.
They don't. And to me, I feel like that means that your fear or whatever your feelings of dealing with the courts is more important than being there for your child. Then we don't really have a discussion to have. Because at the end of the day, it's still about these kids. And your fear of dealing with the court system is all that matters to you. And that's not good enough for me. But Somersault, thank you for the super sticker. But I do feel you. We don't know the truth of the situation. But I also felt like, just the way Simone went at it, it was just,
nasty.
It was nasty. Like it was
really nasty.
Yeah, I was surprised she went that far. Like I ain't expect that from Simone.
I can't believe really she didn't cut that shit out. He tried to get her to stop, but I can't believe he sat through that. That is just.
He was gonna sit through that. He was gonna sit. They discussed that ahead of time. He was
Come on, I think he definitely knew.
He knew
she was gonna do it.
He co-signed her.
Like that.
If it was an abusive situation, doesn't matter if he wanted access to his child. That's true. If it was an abusive situation, then I shouldn't give you access to this child anyway, because you might abuse this child.
And I can see her getting annulment if she was in an abusive situation.
Right.
Regardless of if it was 2 years, somebody would grant that. I can see that.
And honestly, I understand her. And if you think about it, if you're coming out of a 12-year-long abusive relationship, you get with somebody that treats you halfway decent, you think you're in love, but that still gives delusional. That still gives you need to do some work on you. That, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit. Is, like, I agree with Simone on that. I agree with you, Necey, on that. Like, there is a point of this where Jeffrey is like, girl, you care more about getting you a piece of man than getting yourself together. And you need to get yourself together.
And I feel like in Jeffrey's, defense a little bit, I definitely can see her running into the wrong hands. And I can see her running into the wrong hands on a continuous basis. Because being in an abusive relationship, she was in one longer than me. Hers was like, 10, 12 years? That's a lot. It takes a toll on your confidence, just your mindset, like everything. So I could see her running into the wrong people because she's yearning for something instead of taking that time away and really working on herself. You know what I'm saying? Because she's trying to fill that void because she's been with somebody for a decade. She's operated based on their way of living. You know what I'm saying? Or the way they wanted her to live. So it's a lot. And then now she probably had that guilt where she may have felt like she needed to find a person for her kids if the dad was too abusive or shouldn't be around or he didn't want to be around, whatever the case is. I can see her going out there making the wrong decision, searching for, the wrong person.
Yeah.
But now it's like you getting up in your big grown age, like you're going to have to slow it down.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't
rush into things.
It didn't work out in Simone's favor, honestly. Like, it just made her look way worse. It made Simone look worse. That she did too much. At first, it was like, then it was like, ooh.
Yeah.
To me, Simone is giving, I'm just lucky I didn't have kids because you could have ended up in the same type of situation. Like, I'm just saying, like, she could still
she could have.
You know what I'm saying? She could still end up in a situation like that, considering the fact that the man that she's about to marry, like one day he can decide he don't want to do that shit no more and leave you high and dry. Don't he have another single mama in his way? So at the end of the day, I just feel like it's a lot of judgment for the fact that we know that men are fickle. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. So, it's all messy, but I always felt like Simone and Rashid do a lot of performing of their relationship. So it's crazy how y'all like to sit from y'all perch and judge the people that are on the show now, because in y'all minds y'all have, perfectly
Made
figured
it.
out, yeah, this ready to love relationship shit. When
Even
really,
though they didn't even choose each other on the show.
okay.
Help
And I
me.
wonder if y'all are together because y'all like each other for real, or because you see the opportunity in the relationship. Like Clifton and Joy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, speaking of Clifton and Joy, let's go ahead and get into Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage DC has not been giving, you guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to be honest. I'm trying to actually recall what the hell happened on the last episode. I
Quickly.
saw the ratings drop to 185, slowly creeped up to about 200,000. I don't see a new
Third
season in their future.
Why you say it like that?
I
Hey,
don't.
Jotia.
I hate it. I did a watch along and I was just like, y'all, I hate when these episodes don't give, because I feel like they don't be
I
that,
don't feel
your
like it's
reviews
been
and stuff don't be
given.
that good.
I told y'all last week I didn't think it was that good. Like, I just
Girl, what doesn't he
no.
hype up? Child, he over there hyping up that gospel show. Now I said, girl, y'all need more people. Y'all need more promo, because I'm not interested in clicking. Just let me know when Love and Marriage Huntsville is, so I can put my reviews behind the paywall, because y'all fans is
I've been
Yikes.
hearing that. I
a
saw
mess.
somebody else tweet that. I'm like, that shit, that would be a trip if that's the move come when the season drop and ain't no reviews.
Swarm. I haven't watched it yet. Thank you for the super chat, Summer. So have y'all watched Swarm?
I'm watching it tomorrow. It just came
I haven't
out.
seen it yet.
All right, I'll check it out when I get off here. Huntsville is hard to follow. Okay, so Ashley is overwhelmed. Quick was in the hospital. He had esophageal issues. Basically, Quick is running his body into the ground yet again. They have a meeting between the Silvers and the Tylers so that they can talk about both men and how they're fucking up. So Quick is not taking care of himself. And then you have Jami that at Arena's bootleg wig launch party, and it was bootleg because she was taping shit on the wall. It just all looked real lackadaisically broke.
The building looked tiny as hell. I was like, I thought y'all had that. Like, no.
Packing tape on the wall for the
Yeah,
pictures.
it's absolutely giving.
Low budget.
We're on a cop's fixed income. That's what it's giving. But yeah, so they have to get Quick together first, but then they get into Jami, because when he was there, he came up to her and he was like, "Yeah, but we got to do these TikToks, and I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about it. Okay, are we clear? We gonna do 2 hours a day to do these TikToks." And
Drunk.
honestly, it felt like bullshit. Like, it felt like a bullshit moment. It felt like somebody was like, "Jami, go over there and aggravate Arena," or something like that. And he went over there and said that. So I'm looking at it. And then they got online after the fact and made fun of what he did by having her put her wig on his head and her style the wig on his head. And I was like, oh, y'all making fun of this shit. And I was like, yeah, that's all cute and well and good, but you're not going to convince me that he's still not verbally and emotionally abusive towards her. And they make light of it on social media so that we'll act like it's not that big of a deal. But essentially their relationship still plays out the same way. She acts like a victim. She can't wait to get around somebody so that she can get some help, so that they can back her up in talking about how, he did her wrong in some respect. And he don't give a fuck what y'all say. He gonna do whatever he won't do whenever he won't do it. And y'all just gonna have to be okay with it.
He does the Marceau-isms, where he do stupid shit online and then or on the show, and then try and make it seem like it's lighthearted or whatever on social media. It ain't never Marceau-isms. But what I didn't like was how he was talking to them folks' wives. And you got Black standing there letting him talk to his wife like that. I said, so you just gonna let him? I guess you don't want no beef. You don't want, you had enough the other day, so you just gonna, it's cool.
You
Like, why is you talking
was
to
in
them
front of
folks
him
like
the whole
that?
time. Y'all peeped that, right? Sherelle was in front of him the whole time. He the one with the beef with Joy. He the one with the issue with Joy. But
Yeah.
Sherelle is
She goes in
standing in front of
protector
him.
mode.
And that's
Big,
why,
yeah.
and that's because he's not confrontational. That's why.
I could see that. And she definitely be with all the smoke. I can't necessarily say that's a wrong thing to do, but
No,
I think she should definitely choose her battles at times. Like,
Yes.
sit back.
but I also think that Joy be fake. Like, let's
Oh
just
yeah,
keep it a
Extremely.
buck. Like, she just doesn't like truly express how she feels. And I feel like one, Joy also is not confrontational unless you get her to that point. I think everybody can be like that. But also it makes me question, Joy, did you want to do this show? Because your demeanor on the show, every time you show up, seems like I don't want to be here. I'm always tired type thing. And it makes me think that your entire life of what you would have for yourself is not it. You're having to change that for Clifton. And I'm seeing, in my personal opinion, I don't know about y'all, I feel like Joy is slowly chipping away and kind of like starting to form a resentment just a little bit. I feel like whatever story she's giving us about not wanting to marry him, I feel like it's bigger than that, but that's what she's comfortable telling everybody on television it is, talking about her childhood and stuff. But I really think, I'm like, I don't know if she really want to do this. I think that's okay.
Well, we don't know. They might be married.
That's true.
Could
That's
be.
the word. Thank you, Disha, for the
That is
super
what
chat.
they hearing. I mean,
thought it
that
was
is
on
what they
purpose.
saying. And she's lying, talking about she not.
Yeah, she getting real timid. Like every time I see her in these situations, I always think about how she had all the smoke for the kill. And I'm like, this is so funny because this is so different.
Did you hear
Yeah,
her say
you
Carmen
running
was
now.
his second choice? I said, when the fuck was
Yes.
Carmen his second choice?
I
Are
said
you
that too. The killer was his
Listen.
second choice. Carmen was never.
No,
Girl.
I was confused. I was confused, but I let her slide with it because I was like, it's obvious that she need this win, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Because if you ask me, I think she's more into him than he's into her. I think he's into her because
Really?
he wants another marriage. Clifton been married 3 times and he wants to be married and have a big Cinderella wedding again. Why is that? Because you like
He
the
was married to
attention
the
you
second
get.
one.
Yeah, he's
I
been
thought he
married
was
3
married to
times.
the first two.
I thought they said, oh no, he's either 3 or 2, and Joy's the third. So he was married twice before. Joy's the third, and Joy didn't want the big wedding. He wanted the big wedding. I think, is forcing her to be
I
on
believe
this
that.
He
show.
in love with love.
I
He
think
like
I
for
believe he
real.
With them
definitely
performing
loves
their
her
relationship for Ready to
more
Love.
than she loved him. I believe that.
You think he
You
loved her
think
more than
that?
she loved him?
Yeah,
That's
whatever
what I
you
was
just
thinking.
mentioned, you think he's
She
more?
said
Yeah.
Bondy said the opposite.
Yeah, no,
Bondy
I
said
think emotionally she loves him more than he loves her. I think he's in love with the idea of their relationship being on TV. I think he likes how they're, all of that
I just feel
attention that
like
they
he
get.
be more into her every time we see them. Like it's like she be feeling a bit withdrawn, and it just seems like he be more. I don't know if he performing for the camera. I don't know what it is, or if she not performing enough. But it's definitely giving that he cares for her more than she cares for him.
I agree.
I just don't.
It's performative.
And because he is that type of person, I feel like Joy is not used to that type of behavior from a man, the affection in different ways that he might support her. I feel like she'll stick around for a minute. But deep down inside, I feel like she could slowly, day by day, be developing some form of a resentment towards him. Now, I think that they have fun times and stuff. But it's a different vibe. Like,
I agree. I think she's hesitant towards him. Like, I think he loves her more than she loves him. But I think the reason why is because she's hesitant because he's doing the most. He's always like, up here, even when she down here. So I really don't know what's going on. But as far as them being married, I bet they are married.
they probably
already
are.
married. They probably already had a courthouse wedding.
You're probably right. Especially for them to bring it up, it must possibly be some truth to it. One thing that I kind of cringed at hearing when somebody asked her what she's been up to, she said she had been helping him with his oil. Like when they like, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
What you been up to? Oh, I've been helping him with his beard oil, and I'm like, you ain't got nothing else going on.
And it could also be that
we saw you singing, but you ain't
picked
say
up
that.
her life. She was living in Mexico as a singer. So you picked up your life to be on this show. You really ain't got no friends like that I would assume, outside of Carmen and, Raina, I guess. So you probably do feel a little bit of resentment, and you probably feel like a fish out of water because ain't no telling Well, how long do you think it's been since they got engaged and they started filming? I feel like it wasn't that long.
I feel like it wasn't either because I thought the engagement may have happened like I'm gonna say 2 months max prior to us hearing the
Yes.
rumors about them about to be on the show. I was so
Not
upset.
unless I was hearing people say that maybe them getting married was a part of their storyline to get on the show. So maybe that's why
Mm.
she want to hide that she was actually married, and
Mm.
maybe the engagement was a, performance in
I
order
believe
once they
that.
found
This
out they
right
was gonna get
here.
on the show.
This is why I don't think that he's more into her than she is into him, because I feel like she also left her career for him. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like he gets to now be like the guy. I think he always wanted to do this TV shit, y'all. He proposed to her on the fucking local news. Like, what was
Oh, he
that?
did?
Yes. He proposed to her on the
Oh,
news. Y'all didn't see that?
no,
I
I
saw
didn't.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
on
It
the
was
local
like
news
On the
station.
news for
yes.
what?
I still feel like she might not be as into him. Now, she may have stored it out on that level, but
I'm
I
gonna tell you
feel
what it
like
is,
she
Jamie.
could switch.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. She's
Tell me.
into him, but she is somebody that didn't have a mom in her life, and she had like the single dad
That's
thing.
right.
And women that have only their father in their life have like a disconnect when it comes to the show.
Nurturing
Lovey,
type
Yeah,
of
lovey-dovey.
got you. Yeah,
yes,
that's right. That's right.
exactly. So I feel like that's probably what you're seeing, but the
Mm-hmm.
decisions that she's making, I see her making a lot of decisions is stuff that she don't want, but that he wants. It like the
Mm-hmm.
show. When you say I don't think she wants to be on this show. I think he wanted to be on this show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're here.
Makes a lot of sense again because remember that's why she don't even want a big wedding. She feels like she shares him so much. Like
Right.
let's
Yeah.
have something intimate. So then now you put me on this show for another time for us to live our life through the screens and be judged and stuff. So
Exactly.
mm-mm.
So outside of that, y'all, did y'all understand at all what Joy was talking about when she said she had an issue with Alicia and Ashley? Because it sounded like she was saying, I don't like that y'all are fake with Sherelle, but she don't like Sherelle. So I was just real confused about, like, girl, what is the problem exactly? Can
She
you
don't
explain
like
it to
Ashley
me
and
again?
Alicia anyway.
She's so confused. Joy don't like nobody. Okay, that's the part of the nurturing issue. She ain't got that part. Like Joy don't like. Okay, and
You ain't got no
Carmen give
friend.
me male energy anyway, so I see why y'all connect. But this lady just don't like nobody. That's just what it's
The
giving.
part that was killing me was whenever Ashley said, "You're someone who I'm considering to be a friend." Like she was saying, "You're still in the running for America's Next Top Model." That's how she said it to her.
Girl, Arena is still in the running to be a friend. Remember last season, she was like, Arena not a
Yes.
friend after she had Arena
Yeah.
Yes.
Gretchen the whole season. Bitch,
But
she was
then
number
Joy,
2, but she ain't a
Joy
friend.
didn't really want to say how she felt. She was like, "And you're someone I'm considering too," and that's not true. You don't really fool with Ashley like that.
Mm.
Whenever you had sat at dinner with Carmen and Clifton, you were like, "Who do you think is in charge of the girls?" Her name started with an A. Like you already know. You're not really fooling with her like that.
She not.
You
And we
just
don't
don't like
care about the little
conflict.
side chick, the side piece, da 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 da.
I
Like,
know,
Carmen-
right? She's
Carmen
doing
is
she gonna
way
have a rough time at the
involved.
reunion though.
Carmen is way too
Yeah.
involved because we only saw Carmen on this show one time, but we know that a lot of the mess that happened this last episode was because of Carmen. Because Carmen said something to Alicia, and Alicia said something to Ashley, and it's just
Carmen said something to Alicia.
I believe so. That's the way they explained it on the episode, that Carmen had a conversation with them after she had the conversation with Joy or something like that. But Carmen was the conduit, like in between them, to find out that Joy had an issue with Alicia and Ashley. And Alicia told Ashley. And then Ashley was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to see the bitch then because she got issue with me, but she acting like we cool like that. So
I
we
missed
have
that.
So Joy, I'm sorry, not Joy. Yeah, Joy, Arena, and Ashley have to sit down and talk about how Joy told Carmen and them that Ashley and Alicia were phony.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Alicia got, that they were phony from Carmen. Carmen, yes. Carmen stirred the pot, absolutely. And we didn't even see that scene where they were all together like that. We only saw the scene that Joy and Clifton met up with Carmen, but Carmen met up with everybody or had a whole group thing, and she explained how Joy was feeling about Ashley and Alicia being phony for the way they pretend to be all cool with Sherelle, But then when Sherelle isn't there, they talk about Sherelle wig and all of that behind her back. And I'm just like, Joy, you don't even like Sherelle. So if you have an issue with Alicia and Ashley, it needs to be about what they've said or done to you. And if that's the case, then say that shit. You acting real confused. And this is what we get the whole Ashley and Alicia had their conversation. And so Alicia is like, are they married? Because they call themselves the Petties. They call themselves the Petties, like they're already married. And Ashley, because I guess she felt like being petty about her being, what she feels Joy said about her. I was petty. So I said you was already married. So are they married or are they not married at this point? I don't know. But Ashley basically put it out there like, yeah, she married.
Girl, I'm like an episode behind or something. What?
Yeah.
I didn't know all of that had happened. I left off at the I think when they did the hair situation, when they had the hair thing.
Carmen told Ashley that Joy said she needed a break because Ashley and Alicia are phony. Joy gotta say it with her chest.
She do.
She do. But that's what she did with Sherelle and Winter. I mean, Sherelle and Arena. You said exactly what the fuck Arena said you said, and then you turned around and made it seem like she gave the information a different way. And only because Arena didn't want to fight with Joy, she let that shit slide. But Arena didn't say anything different than what Joy said about Black, which is that he was shady in his business dealings. Like, she didn't say shady as a word, but she used a whole bunch of fucking synonyms.
And even Joy admitted in her confessional that shady was a synonym. After trying to act like,
that's not what I said.
Right. And then gonna get in that lady face and say she ain't got no problem with her, but the whole time got problems. Like, are you okay? See, you could do that with a weak bitch, and I'm not calling Ducky a weak, but I'm gonna say this. I won't say weak. I'll say you could do that with a person that ain't gonna bring that energy. But when somebody ready to bring that energy to you, you move a little differently. We want that ready to love energy on Love and Marriage. Okay.
I don't like Judge Faith. I don't like Judge Faith.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like her energy. Is giving way too like
it's giving lap dog. It's giving go sit stop. Like it's giving
stand up.
It was irritating because when Alicia would talk, she would say we, like she was speaking for her and Ashley. We've known her for this many years. We did this.
Like, bitch, why are you here? You don't even go here. Oh my God. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on to a new show, The Queen's Court. Yeah. Now listen, y'all. I watched the first episode. Okay. I watched the first episode. I didn't watch the whole thing, but we do know there have been 2 engagements with Tamar with JR and Evelyn with some man who I cannot recognize. But I recognized JR from the first episode. JR is from New Orleans, a white boy that used to have goals until he went into the Marines or something like that. And then he came out all straight edge. But any white boy that grew up in New Orleans and had goals, that's what you should be looking for. I'ma just tell y'all, back in the day, girl, I had me an 07 ward white boyfriend back in the day. He didn't have goals, but he did go to Disneyland before our 8th grade graduation and bought me a diamond Minnie Mouse necklace. Yes. So what I'm saying is, if you can get you a white boy that is from the hoods of New Orleans, you should go ahead and try. You should go ahead and see what it's hitting for, specifically if they got money and have, cleaned their lives up, because you'll get the edge that you looking for with the respect. You know what I'm saying? That you can't get from some of these black men that, I'm sorry, y'all don't like to be respectful, just in general. White boys, on the other hand, can be ratchet and still be like respectful, But anyway, I'ma just go through a little bit of the show so we could just kind of get a understanding of said show. Okay. So let me put the graphic back up and then I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Okay. So Nivea, Evelyn, and Tamar are looking for love with the help of Holly Robinson Pete and her husband. Okay. So it starts off with a masquerade mixer where everybody has masks on. The men meet the women meet the men, but we don't know who they actually are. We have to kind of go off personality. But at the end of the day, these masks are not really hiding anything. Anybody that knows these people should have been able to see who they were, regardless of whether they had a mask on or not. Child, that don't even make no sense. If the man was fine, you can tell he was fine whether he had a mask on or not. And we saw JR, white man from New Orleans. Tamar, he caught Tamar's eye immediately. The problem, he has 5 children with 4 different mothers. And he kept saying it like, yeah, I'm a divorced father with 5 kids, as if all of those kids came from the same woman. And when he was asked, he was honest about it, but still, it's given perpetration. So Tamar asked him out on a date. So during these mixer, all of the women had to ask out 2 men. And those 2 men that they chose, they would go out on a date with those 2 men at the same time. Whatever the men had to do, whichever man, did the best. Like, for instance, with Evelyn, they had to paint her. One dude drew a stick figure. The other one drew like a circle with all these colors and talked about her aura. He won. Okay. So she went on a little talk with him, and then she talks to the other guy. So everybody had a setup like that. The women meet after, they discuss how they felt about each man, and then they have another meeting with Holly Robinson Pete and talk about how they felt, and then they have a meeting once more with all of the men before they decide who's going home. And what actually stood out to me about this show was Tamar. First of all, Tamar has been through therapy since we saw her on Iyanla, since her relationship with David. And it seems as if she has some understanding about herself that she didn't have. There was a guy on the show called Gatsby, and he had these moments where he was chill and cool and you liked him. But there were other moments when he was putting on like, oh yeah, can you see us together? Because I can already see you with my last name on your name. Like, just doing way too much. And you could tell it's a perpetration out of insecurity. But whenever he was just relaxed and being normal and not obnoxious, he was likable. And Tamar was able to like point that out to him. She was like, I used to be the obnoxious person in the room. And now I don't want to be the obnoxious person in the room. And now I see what everybody saw when they saw me. And now I'm seeing that when I look at him. But I see that he also has this side to him that's very likable. So she had this very like genuine moment with him. He was like in the bottom 2. But she didn't send him home because another guy named Nathan got into like a verbal argument with another guy. And it was just weird. The guy was joking with him, like, he gonna feel away when I sweep you off your feet. He was talking to Evelyn. And the guy was like, you don't know me like that. You don't know me to be playing with me like that. Cause it's, you playing, but it could get serious. And it was just like, dude.
And what's funny is the dude who he was trying to start beef with was ex-military, and he done been through some things. So I was like, are you sure that's the one?
Right.
Is
right.
that like the way that he chose to be calm during that situation? I was like, yeah, that's not the one that you want to start with.
And that was attractive. Like that calm, because I know I could probably break you into 2 pieces but I'm going to control myself and let you have this moment that you need to have in front of these people, because I know I can whip your ass. I could see all of that. And I hated his hair, but that energy right there was attractive as fuck.
I hated his hair so much. I hated it. I was questioning Nathan, like, why would you just go to 100 real quick? Did you think that you going off on him was going to get you another day on the show?
Like,
did
what?
you think that that's what the people wanted to see? I was just wondering. And then let me check Nathan just a little bit more. When Nivea went over there and requested a date, it was giving hesitancy. But then after she snatched that date back, I was so glad she snatched that date and gave it to Matt, because I think they do compliment each other a bit. As of now, we'll see. But he goes over to Evelyn and he's all happy-go-lucky, jolly. And I'm like, okay, so either she's more of your type, or you realize that you was likely out of the running and you need to do what it takes to get another date to be here a little longer, which made me go on to question your other motives, later on in the show. Speaking of Evelyn, let's get into Puff, who she had an initial attraction with, who was attracted to her as well. He go on a date and gonna tell this lady he got a foot fetish. Again, are you saying whatever to shock the producers to stay on the show a little longer? It was giving confusion. Tony, I think that's his name. Yeah,
The foot dude said that
weirdo.
because Ocho Cinco had a foot fetish.
What a
Ooh.
dummy.
Because Ocho Cinco
That was a
always
red
fussed
flag.
about white toes. So when he said that, I was like, that is so dumb for you to bring that up, knowing that her ex had the same fetish for white toes.
What a whack man.
Have y'all liked the video? Because y'all enjoying our commentary. Y'all commenting, and it's 1,000 of y'all in here. And I don't know if y'all liking the video appropriately.
Please like the video. Let me
Like it,
see
like
what
it
we
up.
looking at. Because how many people? It's over 1,000 people in the chat.
Yes.
We have we have over 1,000 people in the chat. Only 700 likes. Let's
Y'all
try to
can
get
do
that
it,
to
girl.
800, y'all. You know it helps out the
Let's
channel.
make it
Bondy's
match.
close to hitting 100K. So if you really support, like you say you do, definitely go ahead and share the video to a friend. Be sure to like up the video. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
please.
Okay. Do what my friend said do. Okay.
Now, Tony, why the hell was you there? Why did you bring your ass out there, Tony, if you know you've never been in love, and then you sat up there and left your ex-wife at the altar twice because you said that you had to work,
He was
and
a mess.
then you have kids
Oh
by
my
her?
gosh.
Yeah,
And
he
then
the one
try
that
to
went
backtrack.
home.
Oh,
Tony
he was the
went
first
home.
one to go.
Yeah, I was so glad because I was like, how you gonna leave the girl at the altar and then say I ain't want to marry her? So I told her that I couldn't go, I had to go to work. How about you just tell her you don't want to marry her? Like, stupid.
What a dummy.
We're great.
We weren't supposed to be together. Oh my god! Like, girl, get your ass. I like JR. Did y'all catch when Gatsby said when they was making that cake, and Gatsby said that man cake was giving white privilege? I hollered. Do you hear me?
He said white privilege. He said my cake giving struggle. It's giving civil rights cake.
I missed that part. But I did catch how not only was JR wooing Tamar, he was wooing Gatsby too. Gatsby was like, shit, he about to be the Frank Sinatra in this month. I'm the next.
Yeah.
Gatsby gonna be around for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
I can see him on for a few episodes. He's funny.
And he's nice looking. And he honestly, that real moment that Tamar had with him, I liked how he responded to it. It was hard for him. You could tell he was like, let me get a drink after she said everything. And then he was like, you know, I'm trying to be better. So I take everything as a learning experience. And when he said that, I was like, that was a good answer, nigga. You might stick around. Because
I can't wait for them to bring on the new 7 men though.
Yes.
Because I don't think the guy,
Evelyn, yes.
Yeah.
I think her man is from the new, because I was looking, trying to figure out which man was him, but I couldn't because there are two men that actually look like him. There's a bald man that looks like him, and then there's a man who has hair that looks like him.
You must be talking about Michael, the chef that went
Michael
with
and
Nivea.
Matt.
Yeah.
Michael and
I was
Matt
thinking the same.
both look like Evelyn's dude, like put together. So I can't wait to like continue watching. You know, if y'all want to talk about, you know, episodes 2 and 3 next week,
I love the show.
I watch. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Two things. One, I want to say, Peacock, can y'all do a better job at dropping the images of the men, please? Because I would love to show those
anywhere
in the reviews, and I couldn't find it at all.
I'm literally, you girl, as we talk, I've been sitting up here Googling, trying to find the cast to pull it up for somebody.
And you can't screenshot because it's going to be a black screen, so that sucks. Now, then the second thing I would like to say is, did anybody feel something was a little off with JR when he tried to bond with Tamar over the fact that they lost somebody to cancer? And then he ended up mentioning the hummingbird. And I was confused because I was like, oh my God, that's Tracy, right? That's what I thought. But then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, bitch. Because if you know that her sister passed, then you knew about the hummingbird too. So
did he? That's what I was wondering.
I didn't know. But I don't know.
I was like, did he know about the hummingbird? But I did think that it was weird. I was like, are we getting another David? Like, this man, it's just weird to bond with somebody over trauma that early.
He's from New Orleans, so I would like to tell y'all that if there's anything a New Orleans man will do is like try to take a scam approach. Like, I'm gonna find out. Yeah, I'm gonna find out everything I can find out about you, and I'm gonna lay it on thick for you.
Yeah,
and he a lawyer.
And he a lawyer.
He do his research.
He handsome too, though.
He's nice looking. I when he had the goals, I was like, oh, not the goals.
He remind me of my husband a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Just more slimmer build.
Listen,
without the facial hair.
If they still together, I would be happy about it because he's cute.
See, I'm glad you brought this up, Bondy, because that's my question. This is what I noticed. Number one, all right. First of all, Tamar got proposed to before Evelyn. Number two, People magazine dropped Evelyn's story. Number 3, it was like Tamar's story was dropped just to like throw it out there, like, here y'all go. So because those were the order of events, it made me question whether or not they are still married, because I'm having a hard time believing that Tamar would not have. I'm sorry, engaged. I'm having a hard time believing that she wouldn't have went to People for them to release it.
I just saw some blog site give an updated quote from Tamar, and she was talking about how she's thankful for the show for bringing them together, but that don't mean that they're still together, like you said.
I hope they are.
I mean,
I like the
seen them
difference.
together.
Like, she said, I found what I was looking for. Out here, I'm gonna send y'all the post.
Okay.
Yeah. But we had seen them together at a party, and we weren't sure where he came from, but we knew he had some baby mamas, but we didn't know about this show at the time. But now
listen, I likes me some Tamar, but I feel like Tamar could possibly scam us at the end of the season. Like at the end of the month, say, "Hey, girl, just kidding, we not together."
Yeah, potentially. We're better as friends.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of her if she play with us like that, bitch. Don't play with us, because don't nobody. Y'all could have saved it if y'all was gonna do that. The Love and War singer and Jeremy J.R. Robinson, a contestant on Peacock's new reality dating series Queen's Court, are now engaged. Queen's Court, hosted by Holly Robinson Pete and her husband Rodney Pete, follows Tamar, Basketball Wives alumni Evelyn Lozada, and singer Nivea as they court several men vying for their love. Robinson proposed to Tamar during the show's final episode. He said, "I don't want to be your friend. I want to be your husband. I'm here forever because I don't see my life without you, and I love you." He continued.
And she hasn't posted anything about it today.
She hasn't, and it makes me wonder.
Okay. Still wondering. Now, Nivea, you haven't said anything, but I will let you know this, dear heart. I'm rooting for you, but the way that you just walked up, approached David, lets me know all I need to know. You do not give anybody opportunity to just really see what they talk about. You just immediately walked up to this dude because I guess he looked decent and said, "Hey, you want to go on a date?"
I feel like Nivea needs to be a free spirit. I feel like Nivea don't need to be tied down to nobody, because it gives finicky. It gives one moment you may like him, and the next minute you might be like, "I don't know." Yeah. But the way she said she still be crying on the phone to the dream, I was just like, really? The dream is the one you can cry on the phone to? That's crazy. He seems so toxic.
How long were they married? They was married for a while, right?
They were. I mean, I just feel like, okay, if you've heard him say certain things, the dream, I love the dream. Like,
I haven't heard him say anything, really. I don't know anything about him outside of his music.
Yeah, I have, and he gives asshole, like Sean Garrett type. You know what I'm saying? The producers that are so full of themselves because they have like a hit song with Beyonce. Them, like, he gives that, but I still love the dream. Like, the dream is the shit to me, but he still come off like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So when she says that he's the person that she'll be on the phone crying to, that kind of surprised me a little bit. I was like, oh, the dream may be, less of an asshole than I thought if they still have that type of relationship. But I also feel like Nivea is like a very particular woman. She can sometimes be the type of personality that makes it really hard for a man that wants to be an asshole to be an asshole, because she has like a innocence about her. I want to say
she may be with an older man to me.
I just be wondering what be going on. I think Nivea may have had a lot of stuff happen to her in her past. Yeah. But I'm just like, yo, Nivea, you really, in my personal, ain't ever got nothing to worry about. Like, look at who your baby daddies are. Like,
right.
It should be nothing to get what you need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Nivea don't ever have to work, ever. If she, you know what I'm saying?
Really good friend. I don't think she does either. She said her and Wayne have never talked about the relationships and shit like that. So like, that's what I was more so thinking would happen with the dream. But when she said she talked to him, I was like, then that means she probably has a good relationship with both of them. And they both seem to like really love their kids. Like, neither one of them seem like men that don't take care of their children.
For sure. What's up, Nola Reese?
Hey. What's up, honey? What's going on? Child Nola Reese was giving us a mess this week with Martell and Ariane, girl.
Yes, that
Listen,
was
I didn't
very
even have
messy.
that. I didn't even have that on my roster because I low key was kind of like, girl, this ain't nothing. Who cares? But if we done talking about Queen's Court, we can't hop over to Love and Marriage Huntsville before we get into Queens, Queens of R&B.
Oh yes.
So, okay, so Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back April 8th. Everybody is feeling away. Some of y'all are excited, some of y'all are not. I'm excited because I feel like there's mess going on right now that I want to know about. Like, I want to know about what's going on with the custody battle between Martell and Mel. As far as anybody else, I don't care because I don't know what's going on with them and they don't act like they ever are going to give anything. Mel and Martell are the only people that can't help but to give, like, honest as far as what's going on with them, and something's going on. So I want to see it. So I'm excited for them to come back. But this weekend, last Friday, it came out that Martell was arrested for domestic violence. Nola Reese
Ooh, I
was
didn't know
one of,
that.
oh girl, let me tell you. Nola Reese was one of the people that called down to the jail in Huntsville to ask if Martell was in custody, and they said he was in custody without
Nola.
bond. So the next morning, okay, him and Ariane get on live. Shout out to Jami because she posted the live, okay, on her Jami the Media, right? Jami is Media.
Jami That's Media.
Jami That's Media YouTube page. Make sure y'all follow it. I'm about to pull it up in a minute. But basically, they got up there and said it was all a lie, that it didn't happen, and that he wasn't in jail. I feel like it was like Make It Make Sense said. Make It Make Sense had a panel with another YouTuber called In My Opinion, who lives in Huntsville, who did their own deep dive and found out that it was a noise violation. Like they were probably like arguing loudly, and police took them in for them to cool down and make sure that everybody was good. But
Do they know who?
being
They
arrested.
think it's Sheree.
No, it's Ariane.
Ariane is who they believe it was.
Yes. Thank you, California Cutie, for the super chat.
Hey.
Thank you. We need it.
I knew it was a rumor he was arrested, but I had no idea why. And then I seen the live. So yes.
So in the live, he basically said that he didn't get arrested, and he put the girl on there to make her look stupid, like to make her just agree that he didn't do anything to her. But her attitude towards him was, I'm gonna do this because you need that check, but I'm mad at you and I'm mad at OWN because they won't let me on the show. He proceeded to say, oh, these bloggers need something to lie about because the show's about to come out. And I was offended because I was like, there's already enough tea going on. Nobody needs to make anything up about you being in jail. You fighting Mel for custody, nigga. We already looking at y'all like, what the hell is going on over there? So nobody needed that. So I don't believe that anybody made this up. I believe he actually did get detained, but it wasn't an arrest. And they're also now questioning whether Ariane is pregnant because they said, her face looked full. And it did, but I just assumed that she gained weight because she looked depressed. She looked like she don't do nothing but sit in her house and be upset that she not on OWN.
Sounds possible.
He was reading off comments of people saying Ariane got bigger, might be pregnant. He definitely played in her face. He did. And he was like, who's she going to be pregnant for? And she was like, who else? I'm like, so you still going to try to pretend like you're not fucking her? Even though it's obvious that y'all are fucking because you went to her house last night and got into an argument with her behind whatever. And now you're dragging her online to prove your innocence when it's obvious that y'all are not in a good place because you throwing shots at her talking about she don't work out, she gained weight, and what's your little clothing line? Tell them about your clothing line. You got to talk about your clothing line. You got to be like Mel and make sure you bring it up. Okay, he didn't say that, but that was the insinuation.
Thank you, Nola, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know what to make of the story. When I went back and started looking at the video, I said, oh, her face does look fat. But I'm like, I don't know how long it takes for you to just put pounds on you. I would think it takes some time. Didn't we just see her on live at least in November or something?
Ooh, that's long enough to put a little bit of weight on you.
Okay, well, maybe it's just weight. Maybe it's not. Maybe she ain't pregnant. Maybe it's just that she gained a little weight and good.
That's what I thought. Depression, being inside, not being that girl.
Now, see, can I just say something real quick too? And the people gonna be mad, and I want you to feel away and have a great day, okay? But my thing is, we literally just sat up here, child. We talked about y'all policing Miss Angela Bassett. We done sat up here talked about y'all policing Miss what's her name? Sierra. Now y'all finna sit up here and police this lady too by her weight gain. Oh, wait a minute, girl. Her face looks swole here. Like this ain't like weight swole. Like the right side, like the left side of her face looks like injured swole.
Oh, you are so right. The left side of her face to me looked bigger than the right side.
Correct.
Yes.
So, oh man,
but I'm just saying, don't be coming for that lady weight. Like, yo, she might have some health stuff that she don't want nobody to know about. But at the same time, this right here is giving like some hit you there.
Yeah, she also looked like she been crying all night. You know how you cry to the point to see where your eyes get puffy, nose get puffy.
I sure do. Let's see what they're saying for a second.
Don't check for me unless you got to check for me. Like, Martell, yeah, it has to be something else better to talk about. I mean,
So also, you think no, I ain't gonna say about own. They paying me, girl. I ain't saying that. I don't know if own behind this.
Allergy season.
Stay close to your phone because it's not picking up your words. What did you say?
I said I do though. They're not paying me, so I say what I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I mean, where is that? Where's this coming from? I've been minding my business for a long time now, but it's almost when Arion's name get brought up in something. Oh, you know, y'all, they needed a big boom on the day of promo day. Y'all picture look good.
Hey son, what son? What are you doing?
Be sweet. Don't do that.
Hey son, what are you doing, man?
The baby always beating her up. I just want to say that. And he says, son, very disingenuous.
Daddy love you.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying, Martell. Oh, like, you know what? Let's talk about something more important.
What's that?
Everybody go to the link in my bio and shop there.
Pause.
And I got some new stuff coming out for spring.
No, I want y'all to hear this part.
And that's all we need to focus on. We need
promo everybody.
We need to make sure that y'all shop at Air's Boutique, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah, shop at her boutique.
I can't even be mad at her for real.
Yeah.
Your promo.
You didn't go to Atlanta last night. I thought you was going out of town. Why you didn't go?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
okay. You know what Shaq's birthday party was?
That was shade. That right there wasn't. I don't know why you didn't go. That was you were supposed to do something. You said that you know.
Yeah, look at her face.
Yes. But I see this is where I'm conflicted, right? Because people saying that they were out there arguing, whatever the case was, it could be true. I don't know. But I also thought that they were filming at night as well, because that's what I heard. So that's where it makes me question, was it her he was arguing with? Or could it have likely been a situation after filming to where he probably got loud with somebody? Could he have been arguing with another female cast member?
That's not what I heard. What I heard is that he was filming that night. And after he left from filming, he went to her house. And they started arguing. The police were called to her house. And that's where they got picked up.
See, well, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I do feel like because people do not like Martell, they are going to make this situation fit into whatever narrative they so desire. Yeah. For me, I would like to see the paperwork.
That's what I'm thinking
like
too.
To hear the recording of the phone call. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
no. I absolutely, but I still feel like there were way too many people online that were able to call and make sure he was there in order for this to be a straight up lie. I am more inclined to believe.
Yeah, I believe Nola.
Yeah, that it was absolutely just a situation where it might have been a noise complaint, because y'all know Martell can get loud when he argues. And maybe Miss Girl wasn't doing what he wanted her to do. We've seen them argue on social media many a times. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she felt the way, maybe he felt the way.
Very
Who
true.
knows? And the speculation that she may be pregnant, even though she says she's not. That's another situation where who knows what could be going, because he was like, who's she gonna be pregnant by? And I was just like, why are you acting like you're not still fucking that lady?
Right.
I believe it because it's like you smashed her all throughout your marriage. Now you can do what you want to do. Why would we think that you're not? Even if you are dating Sheree, who lives the state away.
Yeah, please. And if you arguing like that, ain't no way that y'all not having sex.
Hello.
What is you arguing for?
Exactly. And you know him, he one of them men that probably feel like he could do whatever he want to do, but she can't do whatever she want to do. So when he want to come over there and see his baby or whatever, and she like, no, Marcel, and he like, no, I'm coming over there because you ain't about to play with me about my son.
My son.
Hey, you already know. Now, mind you, I would have some questions behind Why is it that you want custody of Mel's 4 children?
Excellent
You ain't
question.
trying to get custody of the one you got with this lady.
Excellent question. I can't believe I ain't even thought about that.
And what they say, no tea, no shade is what they say.
And we don't even know what Ariana's income is.
Male's
Mel has
babies
several
can talk.
streams.
Your baby can't. The baby can't really talk, but you trying to get custody of the other ones. We hate to see it. We do. We hate to see
Yes,
that.
we do.
I don't know. Maybe somebody at OWN did drop that story. I mean, one, it could have actually happened. But, I mean, I guess it could have just been some stuff that dropped to get people excited about the show. But here's the thing. I can't really remember anything like that happening when they show from the drop. So what's the odds of the network dropping that? They already a hit show. So why would they need to leak any information? Dropping just the images was going to be enough to get us hyped up about it. So
that
it
was
has to
enough.
it could be definitely some truth to this story here, even if it ain't no paperwork.
He did say, I don't know if OWN is behind this.
To me, it sounds like when two people know that they didn't did something and they try to come up here and do damage control. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
It felt like damage control.
Have we ever seen them on live together?
No.
I don't
And
think
why
so
is
either.
Well, yes, we
live
have.
that
That
night?
was back in April, I believe. I feel like it was on April Fool's Day when we saw them at the concert on live. I think that was the last time.
That's different though.
Yeah, but they
on
weren't
live with him in the
They weren't
background.
like
It's not the
this.
same thing.
like
as
having a
him, like,
conversation.
let's get on live and talk to these people to make sure they know that I didn't hit you. That's what this was. And honestly, I feel like she did it because she need him to pay child support. Like he said, he need his check from OWN, and she was like, "Yeah, you sure do, because you have to handle your responsibilities." I feel like they knew what this was.
And he is laying up in the bed like he'd had a long night.
Why he didn't get on live last night? That's what I was like. Why? If you
he talking about he was asleep and he woke up to the noise. Everybody blowing him up.
He alive. He alive.
They would have blew him up that night.
Because they would have been calling him and blowing up his phone last night. You was asleep that early? I don't believe it. Anything else, y'all?
Nah, I can't wait. Let's get to
made some good points. I definitely have my reservations, but I do, like, some YouTubers, I just be like, sometimes I feel like they just be coming up with shit, but I feel like there are certain ones that you like, okay, yeah. If she's saying this happened, then it's a strong possibility.
Yeah, like it was too many people that called down to the jail and got confirmation for me to be like, I was just like, girl, not
confirmation that he was booked, right? Not detained.
Yeah, that's the thing. At first they were saying he was arrested.
Yeah, detained. You're not gonna get confirmation from the jail. Booked, that means you are under arrest.
Who else feels like it could have been a call in a favor type of situation? I live in New Orleans, baby. You can call in favors.
No, I don't think Martell Holt got that type of pull.
But we think Carlos do.
Because if he did, he'll get that license. So I'm not gonna. It's like this. That be the thing, though. I feel like people give him so much credit, but then don't be giving him.
No, we can get you out of jail, but we can't pass a test for you. Like
low key. But the thing is, the way he don't want to take the test, he finagle and build houses without a license. So it's the connection.
He ain't even trying. If he passed the test and failed, somebody could make him pass the test. He wouldn't even take the test.
I'm just saying, for me, I don't believe it was a call in a favor. The favor, if it was a call in a favor, it could have been to not even arrest him. That's probably where the call in a favor came in at. Don't even arrest him.
Still took them in to make sure
we went to high school together.
That's another thing. That's nothing. What if they was like, we just gonna take y'all in and make sure that don't nothing happen, and then we'll let y'all go once everybody then calm down. That's what some people were saying. Like it was a situation where they were taking in just so he could calm down, but he was there. And like y'all know, people down to the jail watch the show. They messy as fuck too. He might be in there, but that don't mean they like him. Yeah, he back there. They watch the show. They don't like that nigga. They up the uppers might have been the ones to like, hey, y'all not supposed to tell nobody, but there might have been somebody down to the desk like, bitch, I'm here late anyway. I don't want to be here. Yeah, his ass back there.
Right. Martell Holt.
Yeah, I can't tell y'all what
Yes.
he here for, but he here.
Lord.
Definitely feel like that. Okay. So because we running on y'all, we didn't talk all night. So I have one more show for us to get into, which is the Queens of R&B, and we just gonna call it a night after that. Okay, it's 1,100 people in the room. Make sure y'all like the video before we get into the mess that is Queens of R&B. Okay, like the video. Okay, so the main premise here, girl, it's a whole bunch of mess. Latasha Scott. Okay, so Tamika Scott, her sister, her baby sister, said that her older sister Latasha and her husband Rocky, that used to be the road manager for Escape, stole Tamika's money. So basically, the way Candy explained it was that Tiny's mom signed them up for a company that gave royalties to the singers of records, because back in the day only the writers of the songs would get royalties. This company came out in the early 2000s and it gave the actual artists money off of those songs, and the company collects that money. Once you signed up, you'll get a retroactive check. So that's what happened with the members of Escape. They didn't know the check was coming until Tiny's mom called and was like, hey, did you get your check? Tamika says, no, I didn't get a check, and does some investigating, has someone investigated for her, finds out her check got sent to her sister. Her sister signed for the check, and the check was then released into Tasha's husband Rocky's account, allegedly. That's what Tamika said. Tasha got online and said, it's all a lie. Okay, she said it was all a lie. I don't believe it. And then Candy got up on speak on it to also clarify when Latasha said that Candy was jealous of her. Candy got online and showed everybody that she was lead vocalist on most of the songs on the first two albums. So how can she be jealous of Tasha all of these years because Tasha's singing lead if she was also singing lead? Okay, because there's a rumor, out there that because Candy was out here spreading it wide and low during her 20s, like I feel like you're supposed to. They feel like Candy was out here busting it wide open for JD and JD's daddy. That's the rumor that's been put out. Candy has said she did not sleep with JD's daddy. I don't know about JD. I'm not too sure. But either way, I think Latasha was basically saying that Candy slept around, and that was the reason why Candy got lead on the songs. I don't feel that way. I feel like, if I can remember correctly, back in the day, Candy had a very distinct sound. Candy also had whistle register, and she had a very a wide range. So if you have a deep voice and then you can sing all the way up to whistle register, you have a really good voice. It may not be like everybody's cup of tea, because I know I don't like where you're wrong, baby. What's the dude, whoever his name is that Kim? Child, I can't remember. Either way,
I think that is him.
that's Kim. Okay, there are some artists out there, I know the words to their songs, I do not like their voices. It doesn't mean that they can't technically sing just because I don't like their voices. So for me, I feel like Candy is one of those people where you just may not like how her voice is, but it doesn't mean that she can't sing technically, especially on records and singing background and all of that. So for me, I feel like basically what we know right now about the show is that Escape is the problem and SWV is too old for this shit and they just trying to get their check.
Right.
What y'all think?
The scene, I have to say this. The scene where they was all together, all of Escape, and Tiny and Candy was trying to get Tasha and Tamika to get back right. And when Tasha stood up and walked away, I screamed laughing because I remember whenever Tamika said, if you had to ask to kiss.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They intentionally showed the back of her ass in that scene, and I screamed. So I had to leave with that because I know I wasn't the only one that seen that.
Bravo, body shaming.
Right. I'm like, yeah.
Is it
It's
body shaming?
No, but I know that that's what Tasha gonna
you
say.
quoting her, right? Oh, I think the show is giving. I think it's exactly what you said. SWV is kind of just like, okay, let's get this money, just like you said. And it's so much beef going on. The thing that really irked me was whenever Tasha said, "Oh, well, she disrespected my mama."
Yeah.
What? And you knew what you meant the first time you said it. Then you corrected yourself. It's like you intentionally do things to trigger your sister. And I believe everything that Tamika is saying. Everything. I don't think she's lying about anything at all. And honestly, I think they should just drop her at this point. I hate that that's your own damn sister and this is what's going down. And the mama is even more manipulative. And she's the one who orchestrates all this. And it's given very much like the mom has felt bad for Tasha because she always been the big girl.
Yes.
So Tamika has had to overcompensate to make sure that her sister is the one that feels in charge and like things to overcompensate for her being a big girl. And that's been the dynamic of their relationship their whole life. So I think that's why even that comment about her ass was triggering because yes, you didn't got skinny. You didn't got skinny, but still you ain't got no ass. Like it's a mess and I hate to see it, but I'm glad that this is like I don't know. I feel like they should be exposed and they should start to hear things from other people's point of view because they've been operating in delusion is what it sounds like to me.
Yes. Before you go, Jamie, let me read these 2 super chats.
Okay.
Paige Booker, thank you for the super chat. It must eat Carlos up that he's not reviewing this show, given his history with Escape and his life for Candy. He make a cute coin reviewing it. Oh, I would love to see him review it because we're gonna see it's gonna come out. Urel Yakrates, thank you for the super chat. Candy was to Escape what T-Boz was to TLC. Both groups had distinctive singers as leads, and guess what? It worked. It did. I don't know why everybody acting like those songs that Candy was lead on weren't big songs. Like every man wants a woman. Like we not gonna act like that don't live rent free. That live rent free. But y'all, we're gonna have to do one more topic after this. So go ahead and finish. I just also want to add that I feel like Tamika and Tasha mama is the reason why their relationship is the way it is. That mama saying that Tamika is jealous of Tasha.
Oh, wait, did y'all see the previews for next week though?
What it? Not yet.
Previews. Okay, so the previews for next week is they trying to figure out if they want to do a co-headline or if one of them should be the headliner. And Candy and Tiny feel strongly that Escape should be the headliner just because they have fans outside of just music that's, driving ticket sales. So they believe that because they've headlined every show they've ever done, it should be Escape with SWV. So I wanted to know what y'all thought about that.
Okay, I'll tell you my thoughts. Real quick, I want to talk about Tasha and how I don't like how she's trying to label Tamika is crazy with the little wording that she does, trying to make it seem like that lady got something going on. So therefore, we shouldn't trust what she's saying. I believe everything that lady's saying about y'all taking her money. And then I also don't like how Tasha on the show switched from the issue being about her sister and then randomly brings up Candy, and it's some beef that happened years ago before y'all did y'all last show. So I'm a little confused about that, but I love that Candy addressed everything on her speak on it for the most part. How I feel about the headlining situation, I feel like my opinion is a bit biased because it's always been Escape for me. And that's why I think they should headline. Now, if y'all want to do it in, if they want to do it based on seniority, then let SWV open up. But I feel like I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. I think Escape may have dropped more albums than SWV. Whoever sold the most records, make it real simple.
SWV sold the most.
They should do the headlining in. They sold the most records. I do think Tiny and them are right though. I do think because of who they are outside of Escape does drive their sales.
Yeah.
But just let the
show. They wouldn't have this show if it wasn't for Candy and Escape. basically.
Facts. I do believe that.
Yeah, but when it comes to like, I think they should just swap. I think, depending on the city, Escape should be the headliner. Depending on
Oh,
the
that's a
city,
great point.
SWV should be the headline. Like if they in Atlanta, then Escape should be the headliner. If they in New York, then
Let the people choose. I love that, Bondy.
That's a
Just
good
let the
idea.
people choose. When they purchase their tickets, if possible, allow them to choose who they probably would want to
as the
headline for
headliner.
that particular show.
That's a
Exactly.
good idea.
I agree with that. And that would give people the opportunity to feel like they're a part of it too. Austin, thank you for the super chat. Is it me or is Tasha bleaching? Her color is ashy and she is several shades lighter than she was on R&B Divas. Honestly, her face is lighter than her legs. Like, and I know she got stockings on, but I still feel like, look at her and her sister. Her and her sister's legs are like the same color, even though they both have stockings on, yet their faces are not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
I
needs to
think
look
it's
more
the
brown.
foundation, and I also think it's that
Yeah.
blonde.
Me
That
too.
blonde hair makes her lighter.
Foundation.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Anything else about this before we move on?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I wasn't even gonna bring this up, girl, but listen, somebody sent us some new tea on Juan Dixon, and so we gonna run it right quick. So apparently there was some tweets put out by a former student, on Twitter.
No.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
here's the thread. Okay, so boom. Juan Dixon came to coach at UDC my junior year. From day one, he made it very clear that he did not want to coach women's basketball and that his goal was to get to the men's side pronto. As far as coaches go, he was the worst coach I had in any sport. Not because he didn't know the game, but because he didn't know how to work with the players he had. He also brought a few his concubines to away games. One even rode on the team bus from the hotel to the gym. Bold, I'd say.
Wow.
Oh,
Girl, fast forward through a losing season with what I would consider a talented team with bad leadership. During the off season, there was a altercation, I'm sure, in my alteration, child, whatever, in my student apartment involving my then teammate. For legal purposes, we will call the former teammate Rel, then girlfriend B, and ex-girlfriend Tony. Girl, I'm confused. Rel
So
was
she's saying that's her girl. Her girlfriend is B. I don't fucking know. Let's go.
no, we just gonna keep going and hope for
I'm
the
trying to
best.
make it make sense.
Girl, okay. So Rel was cheating on B with Tony. Tony decides to come by the apartment one day to see another friend, Dion. B just so happens to be there when Tony gets in the room. Push comes to shove, literally. Next thing I know, there's a WWE SmackDown in my living room. Wigs are flying, bitches was bleeding, and mace was sprayed. Now I like to mind my motherfucking business, but apparently then teammate Rel was upset with me for not helping her while she was getting her ass beat. Rel went to whine about the fight, and this motherfucker kicked me off the team. Mind you, I'm on scholarship about to go into my senior year, and this motherfucker kicks me off the team because Rel was cheating, got caught, and caught a beat down for it. Some fucked up shit. Anyway, we got to arguing because that's some bullshit. Somewhere in me getting fired on my day off, he mentions again, see, this why I didn't want to coach women's basketball, dealing with this shit. 2 weeks later, he quit and started coaching a job at Coppin. How you gonna kick me off knowing you leaving anyway? Ooh, it felt so good to tell my story. In conclusion, fuck you, Juan Dixon. Fuck you, Rel, scary asshole. Haha. That's why you and your girl B got y'all ass beat. Oh, the athletic director apologized a year later for the way everything was handled, and they gave me a senior night even though I didn't play. It's still F all of them.
What about the damn scholarship money? What is the senior night gonna do?
And this is very similar. To me, this is very similar to the situation that happened at Coppin, where we already were saying he probably didn't handle it properly because he felt like it was some gay shit.
Yep.
And just decided he didn't want to handle it. And to me, like, I just feel like Juan is not a good person. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, I want to just tell y'all the truth. I think he's not a good person. So anything he does eventually if you don't have any integrity, if you don't handle things properly, you're gonna fail at it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he needs to find a business where he isn't going to have to, prove that he's actually good. Because honestly, I think the losing record on top of the way that you don't know how to handle these situations, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do something else. Which y'all think?
Because it's both a losing record and you don't know how to handle the situations. Let's be real.
I don't know. Juan
And
just strikes me as a somewhat antisocial. Don't come to me with that. I don't want to deal with none of that type. So
Even
everything
though,
people say, I believe it.
yeah. And it's crazy to me because he tried, like, it's the attitude of I'm above this, so don't come to me with this foolishness. But then you got bitches all up and through the laundromat. Nivea. Okay, like, what's going on? He's a munch. Look who he's married to. Okay. I'm waiting for Rob to come out and deny this story too. Well,
you see, I felt like Rob and Loki tried to act like the victim didn't know what they was talking about at the reunion.
oh yeah, you remember when Andy was like, so are you saying the victim is lying? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he had whatever they're saying Juan did, he didn't do it. Bitch, whatever they say he did, he probably did. Like, we ain't even about to do this with you.
Right.
You friends with Michael Darby, Juan. We can't trust you. Thank you, Jersey Girl, for the super chat. I didn't know the assistant coach was his friend. Yes, they said
he knew
his best friend.
Yeah, they knew he had allegedly, he knew he had mental health issues when he hired him.
Dismissive avoidance. That's a good one. She can't spend this child. She gonna try. If anything, she gonna keep the lie alive. She might as well cheat on him. She ain't like, she just like a nigga that get caught and don't want to admit it. Keep the lie alive.
I saw somebody say every time she decides she want to stay with him, he go broke. And I wonder if she feeling some type of way because she really did that 50-50. She shouldn't be. Well, this is the thing. How the fuck you gonna do a 50-50 prenup? You didn't get a prenup. Let's just say that. You didn't get a prenup. So maybe she ain't feeling no type of way, knowing that she decided not to get one.
I feel like she's somewhat being emotionally abused, probably. Because I know he probably blamed her for this. Even though he got fired because of what he did.
Oh, he gonna say it's because of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, that would be a fucking mess if both of them got released from their duties.
Ooh, they should have released Robin. She been like skating on a free check for like 7 seasons. Like, she ain't been giving shit all of these seasons, nothing in her personal life, all of these seasons. And y'all have proceeded to give her a check. And to me, the only reason they would give her a check now is to make up for it. But I personally feel like he's still gonna handle shit the same way he always did. I don't want to be on the show. Leave me the fuck alone.
Nah, he ain't coming on the show.
And which means she don't have nothing. So they might as well fire her. And, let them figure out something to do with this next stage of their life.
Oh, my goodness.
Anything else, Jamie?
No.
Okay.
Imagine Juan and his foolishness.
Imagine being cheated on and the man ain't got no fucking job. So he ain't even benefiting financially.
Not even a little bit, not even at all, girl. It's embarrassing. She should have put it in that damn clause. She should have put it in that clause, but he ain't got nothing for you to take anyway. And now you're gonna feel like it's your responsibility to help him pick up the pieces. Watch.
Child, he ain't get another job somewhere else.
He probably will, but I don't know, because if she's still on Real Housewives of Potomac, that next job may not want to hire him, because to me, these institutions like to sweep this type of shit under the rug. If it were not for the fact that he was a part of this franchise and people don't like her, this may have turned out differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, the next move will probably be like, nah, if you were just a regular person, then maybe, because we can just hide this shit. But see, the fact that you tied to somebody on a reality show and the world don't like her, Christy P.
Yeah, he's gonna say it's her fault, because she even at the reunion said that the victim was baiting him because he was of the show.
Right, it was clickbait. It was clickbait. It's clear. Like, no, he's the head coach. It doesn't matter if a story like this comes out. It's gonna gain traction, but it gained even more traction because of who he is on reality TV. People care more about people on reality TV than they do about regular everyday people. That's just the way it is. So ultimately, he knew that off rip, which is why he should have handled this situation above board. To me, if you know you got reality TV show cameras following your wife, you gotta be above board so that you can make sure that nobody's able to come at you with anything. He don't think like that. The nigga at the laundromat with a bitch. He don't think like that. So this is to me really on him.
Definitely on him, but I think he's still gonna try and find a way to blame her.
Thank you, Storm. This
And I also think this situation probably gonna send him back to the first time he lost all his money. So
it's giving therapy is needed on both sides because both of them are gonna probably go through those same emotions. She gonna feel guilty, and he's gonna feel like she's to blame.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, we'll be back next week on Jami ThatsMe's channel. Okay, make sure you follow all of us: Necey Dixon, Jami ThatsMe, Bondy Blue, and the Ladies First Panel. Make sure you support all of the ladies. We love what we do, but only when y'all support us. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's show. Make sure you like the video on your way out, clip it, share it at us. Okay, and if you want to talk shit on Twitter, you know that's real cute, but I don't know. I had to look her up. See y'all in the next one.